Testing.
Are we good? Slinger versus Homestead testing. All the way. Slinger versus Homestead testing. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Huh? Good. Good? Yep. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to
Friday Night Football on Zaleski Sports. Coming to you live from Homestead High School. Tonight we've got a North Shore Conference showdown that could decide first place in the conference. It's the Homestead Highlanders coming in unbeaten at 7-0 and 5-0 in the North Shore Conference, boasting a dominant run game and a defense that has stifled every opponent this season. At home under the lights, they'll look to maintain their stronghold in the North Shore. Meanwhile, the Slinger Owls are 5-0 and 6-1 in conference. 6-1 overall, 5-0 in conference, and have had a stellar year on the ground as well. They're led by star running back Kobe Hendricks, senior, and their only setback this year came to a tough loss to Lake Geneva Badger on Zaleski Sports, and they bounced back to remain a serious contender after that. We're going to be going to the national anthem now. Turn that down a little bit.
I'll ask those who are willing and able to please stand and kindly remove your hats. Active military personnel and veterans of service, please render a hand salute. Direct your attention to the flag in the south end zone next to the scoreboard as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem. The Star Spangled Banner will be performed by the Highlander Marching Band under the direction of Mr. Charlie O'Brien. We urge you to join in singing.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Friday Night Football on Zaleski Sports, coming to you live from Homestead High School. Tonight we've got a North Shore Conference showdown that could decide first place in the conference. The Homestead Highlanders come in unbeaten, 7-0 overall and 5-0, and tied in first in the North Shore, boasting a dominant run game and a defense that has stifled every opponent this season. At home, under the lights, they'll look to maintain their stronghold on the North Shore. Meanwhile, the Slinger Owls are 6-1 overall in the season, 5-0 in conference, tied as well, and have had a stellar year on the ground game as well. Their only setback came in a tough loss to Lake Geneva Badger, but they bounced back to remain a serious contender to retain their D2 state title and try to repeat for a second year in a row. Tonight, two elite ground offenses collide, and only one team will leave with their first place in the North Shore. It's late season football at its finest. High stakes, packed stands, and a rivalry that's been building all year. I'm Elijah Vanxalata alongside my partner Matt Peck, and we're excited to bring you every snap, tackle, and touchdown tonight. Matt Peck, just talk to me a little bit about the atmosphere tonight here and what we got going on between these two teams that are fighting for first place in the conference with 2 weeks left to go.
Oh, I'm excited to be here tonight, Elijah, and it's going to be a good one here in the North Shore. Here back-to-back weeks in the North Shore. Last week we were at the West Bend West versus Whitefish Bay. It's exciting. You know, these two schools, they battled it out last year. 2 games combined, lost by 4 points, Homestead. So it was a close game, and Slinger, their only loss against Lake Geneva Badger, I should say Badgers, was again on this network, Zaleski Sports. So
56-17, they fell in that game. That wasn't a pretty defensive game nor offensive. They weren't able to jump the gun on offense, but Slinger Owls are coached by 16-year head coach Bill Jacklin. The Homestead Highlanders are coached by Drake Zortman in his 6th season as head coach. We are underway here. North Shore Conference football, the first place on the line tonight. It's going to be returned by Slinger to start it off. Good return on the right side. He has room to run. He's got one man to get, and he gets around the 48-yard line. And a good return to start it off by number 22 on the return. That's Cam Cleveland. So a really nice start on the return for Slinger today. But Matt Peck, I'm going to bring you back in right here. What do you think the Slinger Owls are going to have to do here to not repeat that performance they had against Badger last time on our network? They haven't had a really big team they played as of late. I mean, this is a really tough conference to play in, but what do they got to get it done here?
Yeah, they just got to start off hot, in my opinion. This Homestead team they beat twice last year. But Bill Jacklin lost a lot of players from a year ago compared to last season's team. So
looks like we had a penalty too, so they get to Slinger's going to be moved all the way back to inside their own 10-yard line, Matt Peck.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, probably not the best start for Slinger to have a penalty right off the bat.
So one of the key players to watch out for on this Slinger offense, they're led by star quarterback number 4, senior Jeffrey Ford, and star running back Kobe Hendricks with 1,300 rushing yards coming into here in the pistol behind him. Ford's going to hand it off to Hendricks, or no, he's going to fake it and go a little check down to the left side to his wide receiver, number 9 that time. That was Ethan Walter, the tight end. A couple yards on the gain that time. Set up about 2nd and medium, 2nd and 5 at the Slinger 13-yard line. One of my keys to win for Slinger tonight, they must keep and trying to take advantage on the offensive end. Last time versus Badger against a similar offense, they started off cold, and short drives led to more points on the opponent. Jeffrey Ford in the backfield, going to get the handoff. Off to Hendricks on that left side. He's going to be a little short of a first down. And a couple big stops early on in this Homestead Highlanders defense. Homestead on the defensive end, they've got several different guys that have pressured. A couple guys over 5 tackles for loss this season. Homestead holding their opponents really low points this season. Held the team in the Greater Metro in Germantown to 15 points in week 1. So here we go. 1 minute into the game almost, and it's a 3rd and 1 here. I got to imagine if you're Bill Jacklin, you're running it up the middle here with Kobe Hendricks. And I don't think he got it. I think it was a quarterback keeper they handed it off to Kobe Hendricks. He didn't get it. So big stop right here early on for Homestead, and Slinger's going to bring the punt team out. You don't want to go for it this close in your zone right now.
Yeah, that would be a lot of courage to go for it this early.
So now the punter will come out for Slinger. Good snap, and it's a good kick away. And out for the return on the right side. Good coverage that time on the return. And Homestead will set up shop on their own side of their territory. So this Homestead Highlanders team, Matt Peck, led by head coach Drake Zortman, they've averaged over 40 points each week so far this season when they beat Germantown, Kettle Moraine, Nicolay, Whitefish Bay, West Bend East, Hartford, and Cedarburg this year. You know, this has been a really big part of their success, and I would imagine tonight one of my keys to win for this Homestead team is take those 2 losses against Slinger personally last year and own it to them on the field tonight.
Exactly.
You might see these guys again in the playoffs. So
probably a good chance.
Lee Zortman is the starting quarterback, the junior for Homestead. They got a little wing tee action going on here. They're going to hand it off to star running back number 22, Brady Hunt. 633 rushing yards this season, 11 rushing touchdowns. They got a dynamic duo, or I should say terrific 3 on the field. And number 4, Connor Pangallo, senior running back and defensive back. Brady Hunt, number 22, and Lee Zortman, also the quarterback. Pangallo and Hunt combined for 22 rushing touchdowns this year, Matt Peck. So
insane.
This is a running offense like a Muskego type look, right?
Yeah, it's a third basically wing T teams we've had on this year. Badger against Slinger last time. we had Muskego on a couple weeks ago, and now Homestead. So we're catching them all on the checklist.
Zortman going to hand it off and up the middle. He's got some room to run, and a first down for Connor Pangallo. I might have to bring those binoculars out.
They're in the bag somewhere. Probably the bottom pouch.
I mean, they got a little bit of a different look. I mean, Zortman is under center, but they get 3 running backs in the backfield. Little wishbone, wing tee, whatever you want to call it. But that sets up a first down inside their inside the Slinger 30-yard line. A little over 2.5 minutes gone by in the game so far. Zortman gonna hand it off up the middle to Pangallo again. He's going to be met by a couple defenders and some flags thrown. I think that might be a hold. It might be coming back here. Yep, it's going to be a hold on Slinger. I'm moving back 10 more yards back to the Slinger 39-yard line.
So I'll give him 1st and 20 now.
One of my keys to win for Drake Zortman's squad at Homestead is make this one hurt from the start of the game and take the losses versus the Slinger Owls personal to feel the fire in a huge conference game that could ultimately win you conference tonight. Next week, Homestead has West Bend West, and who does Slinger have next week, was it?
I got to look that one up.
So conference isn't officially over no matter who wins this game next week. West Bend West, we had them on the network last week with that, and a handoff is going to go up the middle this time to Pangallo again. He'll pick up almost 4 to 5 yards on the gain that time. It'll set up a 3rd down and 11, or 2nd down and 11, pardon me. Last year when these two teams met up, it was both at Slinger High School when Slinger won in the regular season 22-21, and in the playoffs in level 3, Slinger won 17-14. 4 points separated this matchup.
Wow.
Last year.
That's incredible, personally. And the first time they played each other, the huddle camera went off, and a 2-point conversion happened, and that's how Slinger won.
And this is the first time, it's crazy to say this, but this is the first time Homestead's hosted this matchup since 2022. Oh, slipping Pangallo that time. They're going a little shotgun action that time. It's not going to get any gain right there. You know, the field's going to be a little bit damp tonight here.
First damp game of the year.
Yep.
That's what I like to call it. The first damp game of the year, you get to get those, what do you call it, those butterflies out.
Yep. It's officially the middle of August now, so we're in the prime of fall where the temperatures will start to cool down here. Around 55 degrees around kickoff here from Mequon here at Homestead High School. So a big 3rd down and 10 coming up for Homestead. A little over 7:30 left to go. They're going to go back into that wing T wishbone offense format here. Zortman, wouldn't be surprised if he passes here. They're just going to run it instead. Up the middle to Pangallo again. It's been their bread and butter guy, and a bunch of white jerseys right around it for Slinger. Slinger's also got a couple guys as well. Jack Franklin, Mason McGuire, Ethan Plummer, and Braden Blanchard that can really set the tone on the defensive end. Now you got a 4th down and about 5 to 6 yards now, and looks like Homestead's going to keep their offense on the field and not elect to bring out the kicker, Sam Klink. Only one kick on the year for Sam Klink, and the long was from 27, so a pretty good call here to go for here if you're Drake Zortman. So they're going into a little bit of a shotgun format here. 1 wide receiver on the right, 1 tight end on the left. Zortman gonna jet sweep it to the left side. It's gonna have some room to run, and he picks up. Does he have it? You know, both sides are trying to make a case here. Brady Hunt on the jet sweep. Slinger's trying to point that they think they got it, but from our view here, it looks like Homestead got it. Yep, they did. So a little jet sweep action to the running back, Brady Hunt that time. He was a motion man. I was a wide receiver on the right. Good play call right there from Drake Zortman, and Homestead right in business into the red zone now.
Yeah, they're doing good things early on. I like the way they're moving the ball here early on, you know, trying to get themselves in business. And many weren't sure how this matchup was going to go tonight, knowing Slinger lost quite a few players from last year's state championship run team. But Homestead has looked obviously very dominant, not losing a game yet.
So Zortman under center again. Almost halfway through the first quarter. Going to hand it off again to Pangallo. And he'll get about 3 to 4 yards on the gain. Maybe even 5. Looks like they're going to give him it. So a gain of 5 here. Connor Pangallo Like I said, 69 attempts coming into this game, 727 rush yards, and 11 rushing touchdowns. He's the bread and butter guy that Drake Zortman counts on here. One of the senior captains on this team. Senior night as well as homecoming here from Homestead. So busy night on both sides, balancing out senior night and homecoming. Lee Zortman under center, gonna pitch it over to Pangallo. Pangallo has some blockers, and Pangallo gets out of bounds. Enough for a first down. It'll be 1st and goal from around the 3 or 4 yard line now. A couple good plays here. Jet sweep tosses early on in that offense. All run so far for Homestead.
Yeah.
No surprise.
Homestead's copying that team from the Classic 8.
I would love to see those two teams play each other. You know how fast that game would go?
Yeah.
With the run attack. So 5:25, 6 left here to go. The clock stops. Zortman's still got the 3 running backs right behind him. Zortman going to hand it off, and he's going to get decked that time.
Yeah, good play that time. The Slinger defense is able to come up quickly to the line of gain and stop Zortman that time. So
I got to bring him out now.
there you go. You found him.
So
2nd and goal now. From about the 3 yard line. Zortman going to hand it off to his running back, and he's going to take it in for a Homestead touchdown. That's number 22 that time, Brady Hunt, setting the tone for the Homestead Highlanders. And the Highlanders with the bread and butter drive that time, all running attacks that time. So 6-0 Homestead leads, and they get on the board first, and that's what they've been doing almost every week so far, putting up, like I said, 40 points at least each week to every team. Hasn't that been impressive, Matt Peck?
Yes, very impressive. You know, they're trying to show themselves ahead. They're trying to set a tone here in this North Shore Conference early on, and they've done so. Starting out 5-0, so Slinger, but, you know, getting those 2 non-conference wins has been huge as well.
So an extra point coming here from the junior kicker, Sam Klink. The snap is good, the hold is good, the kick is up, and that is good. So a good running drive capped off by a 2-yard rushing touchdown by Brady Hunt. 7-0 Highlanders lead, and they strike first. We'll be right back here with more football Week 8 on Zaleski Sports.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fure, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflateri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
Oh, shoot. It was Zortman then. Back here on Zaleski Sports, Elijah Vinksla alongside Matthew Peck with you here on Zaleski Sports. Correction, it was a Lee Zortman that was a quarterback keeper on the touchdown. They said it on the PA here. But a really good start so far for the Homestead Highlanders here to set the tone early on and start the fireworks here on Zaleski Sports.
Yeah, I was very impressed with that first drive. Homestead, they got themselves a couple first downs. They didn't go down quickly, but you notice a lot of teams that run the wing tee. They don't march themselves right down the field every time. They take it slowly, but they run a lot of clock off.
So now this is going to be returned at the bottom. And he's got some room to run. Charging around. Last time there was a flag called. And a pretty decent return with the flag called here. Oh, the ball's out, and Homestead has it.
Oh, my goodness.
Wow. And now Homestead has a chance to make this hurt even more for the Owls. I don't know officially who that was that punched the fumble out.
Yeah.
But that time on the return was number 27, Parker Schellinger that time. And you cannot have that happen if you're Bill Jacqueline right there after you went 3 and out on offense last time, and now you have a chance to really make this one hurt, like I said, right?
Yeah, that's tough. And, I mean, Slinger early on, definitely not something you wanted to do there because now you're dealing with Homestead potentially to put yourselves up 2 scores. And we saw them making a lot of mistakes even early on against Badger when we had them on in week 2. And that's kind of what got them in that 21-28 nothing deficit at halftime. So we're kind of seeing the same thing here early on, and you kind of hope for the Owls' sake that they can move out of it.
So here we go. Zortman back under center again. Gonna hand it off. No, fake the handoff. He's gonna pass it. Air it out. He has a man. He's bosses his defender and caught it. A rear pass attempt. And the catch is made by number 13, Parker Hunt, the tight end. And, you know, occasionally in this type of offense, you could pass it to trick them off.
Yeah.
And Homestead, it really, you know, they said, we got a fumble here. Let's try to make them pay even more. And now they get the ball at the Slinger 3-yard line. And with a chance here with a little over 4 minutes left to go to punch them up even more. So first and goal, Homestead from the Slinger 3-yard line.
Yeah, Homestead starting off with some fireworks here early on. They're not messing around. They punched that fumble out, and they're in the driver's seat here to go up 13-0.
Motion man, and they're going to toss it to Pangallo. Has blockers. Pangallo in the end zone. Touchdown, Highlanders. A 3-yard rushing touchdown from Pangallo. And now it's a 13-0 lead. And how about that? 13 points in 3 minutes right there for Homestead right there.
Yeah, it's something. Homestead, they remember last year. And they took that with a little skin coming in this game. So them to go force a fumble on special teams has been a huge part of this game. And they're really showing early on.
Sam Klink attempting the extra point again. Made the last one, and that one's good. So 14 points after Slinger returned and a missed fumble that time. 14-0 lead for the Homestead Highlanders. They are high up here for the North Shore Conference. We'll be right back on Zaleski Sports.
Get more sales, more customers, more employees, more community support. Let Zaleski Sports help you today. Our advertising rates are less than what you have in your pocket now. People just like you watching this broadcast are your next customer or team member. Plus, you'll have the satisfaction of making sure that our light continues to shine on these student athletes. Use the phone in your hand. Email us now.
Welcome back here on Zaleski Sports. In case you missed it, Slinger fumbled on their kickoff if you're just joining us here. And a big pass from Lee Zortman to his tight end. Wait, hold on. Let me find it real quick. Parker Hunt, number 13, to set up a big first and goal situation for a 3-yard rushing touchdown for Pangallo. And now it's 14-0. Homestead leads on Slinger. And the Highlanders really giving it all to their team that they haven't beat much in the last couple of years here. Haven't won against Slinger since, what was it, 2023. I mean, they lost back-to-back last year, but they really want to give it to them this year after that playoff exit against these teams. You never want to lose against a conference team, right, in the playoffs. So the kick is away from Klink, and hopefully better special teams this time for Slinger. This time it's going to be a better return out to the 35-yard line. Makes a couple man miss. Slinger wanted a flag towards the end of that play. Hard hit that time. And now Slinger will set up shop around their own 38-yard line.
Yeah, so a couple of score updates here early on.
No, I'm just kidding.
7-0 with Skigo up on Oconomowoc, and Hamilton up 7-3 on Arrowhead.
No surprises so far. So now Slinger comes out for their second drive. They were robbed the last time out because of a punched fumble that put the Owls down 14-0. Now they got to make some passing wonders work here. So they start back out here. 1st and 10 from their own 38. They're going to hand off to Kobe Hendricks, and he's going to get taken down. Pardon me. I think that was number 21 on the carry that time. Isaac Weezy that time. So Slinger's defensive front has been Homestead's defensive front can be scary as well. You've got Jackson Reeves, number 17, and Jameer Irving, number 35, leading the charge with a combined 12 tackles for a loss in the 7 games so far this year. You know, defense wins you championships, and there's a reason why this Homestead team is 7-0 so far, and they're showing it so far.
Yeah, they've almost every team they played, they've showed where they're at.
He's going to air it out, and it's going to be overthrown to his intended target that time. Ford was looking for Keegan Adams that time on the slant route. Can't make him get it, and now it's going to be 3rd down and 10 with 2:48 left to go. And this is an important down to get right here, right, Matt Peck? I mean,
100%.
I mean, you're down 14-0. All the momentum right now is on Homestead's side. If Homestead can get the ball back here and force a 3 and out, you're in really good shape to really smack the Owls in the mouth again. So 3rd down and 10. This is probably going to be a passing down, an empty backfield for quarterback Jeffrey Ford. Ford with 782 passing yards, 8 passing touchdowns, 3 interceptions on the year, 3 wide receivers on the left, 2 on the right. Ford has some pressure. He's going to escape it, and he's going to take it himself. And Ford's going to be stopped a little short here. Gain of about 5 on the play that time. So
we got injured Highlander on the field.
Injured Highlander. That's number 17, I believe. Jackson Reeves, like I said, one of their star defensive linemen. That's not what you want to see. And we're going to take a 30-second game break here. Let's do that here. Hey, we'll take a 30-second game break here and be right back with you on Zaleski Sports.
You're tuned in.
I want to start doing that now with that.
Skip,
like what we
I
did last
love
week.
my hometown, and I want a health plan that feels the same way. So, what are your favorite local date spots?
Oh, yeah, I know like
if he doesn't get up, play one more.
spots
I think he'll get up after this one.
Eclair.
Jane, I'm Steve from security. I've lived here in Wisconsin my whole life, and that means I understand your health coverage needs better.
By the way, Doug, it's Eau Claire. I have a dozen Eclairs in my dressing room.
Back here on Zaleski Sports, Elijah Vinksela alongside Matt Peck here. Injury on the field was to number 17, defensive tackle Jackson Reeves, who, like I said, was one of their star defensive tackles here. Got up, get enough fine, and good to see him walking off the field right now. And now a 4th down and 5 and a punt coming here. He's going to take a little walk here. Looks like he's grabbing his arm that time, and it's going to be a punt now. It's a line drive punt and signal for a pair catch. Oh, my goodness, that's not a good punt. It's going to keep rolling backwards. And Slinger, right decision that time for the punter, number 5, Kobe Hendricks on the punt that time, the running back. That's not a good punt if you're Slinger now. You get to put Homestead, who has all the momentum right now, back into their own back into the Owls territory again.
Yeah, not the best punt in the world, and unfortunately for Slinger's sake, it's going to hurt him. So, yeah, I mean, now you really got to play defense and make sure you don't put yourself down 3 touchdowns here.
So now Homestead will set up 3 wide receivers or running backs in the backfield with the quarterback, Zortman, under center. They're going to hand it off up the right side and room to run. Pagel, he's got room to run, and he is gone. Touchdown, Highlanders. On the first play of the drive, a 50-yard rushing touchdown for Connor Pangallo, and he is cooking with gas early here. And another nightmare start for the Slinger Owls, Matt Peck, on our network.
Yeah, it's to say it this way, you know, it's a couple of those games when they, like we talked about against Badger, they made a lot of mistakes early on, specifically on defense. And Slinger, I think that the biggest concern for me right now for them is they can't stop the wing T because difficult offense like that, because we saw the same thing against Badger, who runs basically the same offense.
So the extra point for Klink again. He's been 2 for 2 on the night. 44, 1 and 45 on the season. Extra points kick is good. 21-0. Homestead trying to make a statement and try to claim the Kings of the North Shore Conference. 2:07 left here to go in the first quarter. We'll be right back here with you with more football on Zaleski Sports.
At Ridgestop Exteriors, we're more than your average home improvement company. We're your neighbors, and for over 20 years, we've been trusted and proudly serving right here in your community. Customer service is our #1 goal. Call now for your free estimate.
Ridgetop Exteriors.
Back here on Zaleski Sports, Elijah Vangsalata alongside Matt Peck with you here. If you're just joining us, a 50-yard rushing touchdown. I believe that was the first play too, right? Connor Pangallo on the rush right there. A 21-0 Slinger or Homestead lead on the Slinger Owls. One thing that's at statement tonight, ladies and gentlemen, is both teams are tied at 5-0 in the conference here in Week 8 with 2 more weeks left to go in the regular season. Slingers, I guess they're just not off to a right start right now.
No.
And, I mean, you got to try to get some momentum going here. I mean, everything's been Homestead so far, and I think it all started with that 3-and-out that started the game. You know, that fumble that was punched out after that first touchdown for Homestead. Slingers got to clean up these miscues in a hurry if they want to really try to push themselves back in this game, because, like I said, Homestead could easily put points up in a hurry.
Yeah, and they've been doing so tonight.
Oh, what a hit on the kick return right there by number 5, Dominic Ganju. You talk about another way to just put an exclamation point on the first quarter. The special teams has just been spot on kickoff so far for Homestead, and Drake Zortman's got to be really proud of that.
Yeah.
So now I think this becomes an essential must-score drive for Slinger. Remember, they received to start this game when they went 3-and-out. I said in my keys to win, Slinger had to come out hot. They weren't able to do that early on, and a couple miscues to start this game, and they're already down 3 possessions. So they're going to hand it off here forward to Hendricks. And he's only going to get about 1, maybe not even anything on the game that time. 1:49 left. Clock continues to roll. And they're going to only give him 1 on the game that time. So, like I brought it up again, right? I mean, I'll say it after this play. I got a question for you, actually.
Okay, I'm leaving.
Ford going to drop back the pass, going to do a little check down to the right side to his wide receiver, Keegan Adams. And I think that should be enough to pick up a Slinger first down.
Yeah, huge first down. They needed it.
Or maybe not.
Let's see.
That's going to be 3rd down and short here, maybe 3rd and 1, a gain of 8 yards on the play that time. So it'll be a 3rd down and short as the clock continues to roll. 3rd down and 1. What are you looking for?
I'm looking at the clock.
Oh, clock stopped.
Yeah.
At 1:18, so big 3rd down and 1 here. Slinger had that on their first drive, and that defensive front for Homestead was able to execute on that right away.
It's one of those press boxes where I got to look out the window just to see the clock.
Ford going to hand it off to the left side. Has not a lot of blockers, has room to run, though, and he'll pick up the first down. Easy first down on the pitch that time to Peyton Tenney's that time.
We talked week 2. For Slinger's sake, they're going to start small. It's a tough spot that you were putting down 21-0, and the main factor of the 21-0 score is the fumble. Obviously, they came down and got a big run, but the main factor, I think, is the fumble, in my opinion.
So 1st down and 10, less than 1 minute left to go for Slinger. One of their first downs of the night. They're going to hand it off up the middle, and he's got room to run. Tenney's 30, and he's going to be taken down and stopped. Really a big gain that time, stopped by William Charles that time. But Tenney's, he's got those burners on, and he's not afraid to run. Peyton Tenney's the 5'7" running back inside the Homestead territory. And there you go for Slinger now. They're trying to get some sort of momentum going on the Slinger 25-yard line now.
Yeah. Huge moment for Slinger. You know, you got, like you say, you got to come back and score on this possession. It's going to be huge for them.
Hendricks lining up as a tight end. Ford going to do a quarterback keeper, and the red jerseys are right around it there in Homestead. That D-line has been one of the MVPs of this first quarter so far, and I think that might be the last play of the first quarter, but big North Shore Conference battle here on Zaleski Sports. A really big start to the night for the Homestead Highlanders, off to a picture-perfect start, if you will. 21-0 as we head to the second quarter here. Drake Zortman and his Highlanders are flying high and trying to make a statement on the North Shore heading into the playoffs here in 2 weeks. 21-0 lead. We'll take a 30-second minute game break here and be right back with you here on Zaleski Sports.
Hey, Fleet Farm fans, you asked, we listened. You wanted lower prices? You got them. In-store, online. We drop prices everywhere. Lower prices on summer favorites like Liquid Pool Shock, Griller's Gold Barbecue Pellets, and Airhead Towables. Lower prices on big-name pet care like Purina Tidy Cats. Lower prices on Valvoline Motor Oils. All because you said so. Look for the bright green price drop signs to find new lower prices on everything you need for everyday life. Only at Fleet Farm.
Get more sales, more customers, more employees, more community support. Let Zaleski Sports help you today. Our advertising rates are less than what you have in your pocket now. People just like you watching this broadcast are your next customer or team member. Plus, you'll have the satisfaction of making sure that our light continues to shine on these student athletes. Use the phone in your hand. Email us now.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we begin the second quarter here, 21-0. The Homestead Highlanders with a 21-0 lead on the Slinger Owls in a game that the winner of this one takes the conference, and a quarterback keeper to start off with Jeffrey Ford. He's not going to pick up the first down. He'll get a couple yards on the play. We'll remind you of our sponsor tonight, Bound Wisconsin. Be sure to check out boundwisconsin.com for score, standings, stats, and written content throughout the week. I get my stats from www.boundwisconsin.com, and you can too. Very reliable source. One of the main guys, managers, Travis Wilson, right?
You're not a Max Preps guy?
Yeah, Max Preps too. You can look there too. Our former network, where we used to work for. But Bound is a pretty good site too, like we just said.
Yeah, I'm joking.
It's pretty organized with everything.
Bound's got more of the statewide stuff. Max Preps has got more of the national stuff.
Third down and 6 here. Ford going to air it out, looking for a man on the slant route, and he can't find him that time. Overthrew him a little bit that time to his intended target, Drew Zakarla. So now you're at a 4th down and 6, Matt Peck. 11-11 left here to go in the second quarter. I mean, with how much you're down by for Slinger, you can't avoid. You got to try to avoid chaos, but at the same time, you got to try to get some points here.
Oh, 100%.
What I mean by trying to avoid chaos is not trying to throw an interception or fumble here. If you lose a down and get tackled, you go down right away and try to make Homestead earn their drive. Been a lot of easy drives here, and there's a flag down. That's not the start you want. That's going to be a false start on the offensive line, and that'll move Slinger back. Going to be a lot of things to clean up here, and I still think this is going to move them back to around the Homestead 31-yard line, Matt Peck. I mean, I still think you got to try to go for it, though. How much you're down by now?
Yes, 21-0. I'm sure Slinger didn't expect to be in this position this early, but they are. So now they got to play like they're in the position. So down 21-0. Yes, you're going for it here. And honestly, if it even was 4th and 15, I would say, you know what, screw it.
Timeout by the Slinger Owls. We'll take a 30-second game break along with them as well. 21-0. Homestead leads on Slinger. We'll be right back on Zaleski Sports.
Looking for a place where everyone feels at home? Welcome to Point Brewery, your family-friendly tap room with something for everyone. From a wide variety of local brews to classic Point sodas for the kids, we've got the perfect pour for everyone. Craving a bite? We've got hot, cheesy Portesi pizzas ready when you are. Whether you're hanging out inside or soaking up the sun in our outdoor beer garden, there's space to unwind. Planning a celebration? Reserve our private event room and make it a gathering to remember. Point Brewery, good times, great taste, all on tap.
Back here on Zaleski Sports. 4th down and 10 with 11-10 left here to go. Slinger trails Homestead 21-0. 5-0 teams in conference. This is a big 4th down here. Jeffrey Ford will line up with no running backs behind him. 3 wide receivers on the right, 1 on the left. And there's going to be another timeout called now, this time by Homestead. We will take another 30-second game break and be right back with you here. 11:08 left here to go in the first half. I promise we'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen.
one Benefit Realty, where you pay less for full service. Benefit-realty.com.
Back here on Zaleski Sports, Elijah Vinkselot alongside Matt Peck with you here in the Milwaukee area. A 21-0 lead, like I said again, if you're just joining us here. 3 touchdowns, and the moral of the story tonight so far is Homestead taking advantage of the miscues for Slinger. Slinger hasn't really gotten anything going on offense until about now, where they've been able to drive to around the 26-yard line. Let's see what they could do here on a long 4th down and 10 or 11. Jeffrey Ford going to drop back to pass, looking to the left side. He's just going to throw it up, lob it on the deep ball, and the flag is thrown.
Ooh.
That's going to be pass interference. Or maybe not. Wait, I thought I saw a flag, right?
Nope, doesn't look like it.
For a second, unless someone's shoes got untied or something, I thought a flag was thrown. So it's a turnover on downs. Like I said, I mean, Slinger, he had to try to score some points there, and Jeffrey Ford wasn't afraid to do it. But, I mean, Matt Peck, they're going to need to really get a big stop here if they want to hang in this game to avoid what happened last time against the Lake Geneva Badger.
Yeah, they're trending in the Badger game territory right now, but, you know, they had to score there, in my opinion. I'm not saying by any means anything's over. I'm just saying, you know, it'd been huge for them to score there.
So now, 3 running backs in the backfield. They're going to hand it off to Pangallo. Pangallo running to the right side, picks up the first down, cutting out. He'll get around the 45-yard line here. Connor Pangallo, the number 1 running back for the Homestead Highlanders, has been on fire so far tonight, getting majority of the carries for Homestead. And he's really making this one a story so far, and a lot of fireworks for him. And early on, I mean, I'm not calling the winner of the game, but if the game ended now, he would be our highlight house player of the game.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's been on fire. And, you know, the thing is, it's so early that he's got so much time still to keep racking up those stats. But Slinger's defense going to have to kind of lock in here.
Going to hand it off this time to Ryan Miller, one of his first carries of the night, cutting to the right side. He'll get 6 to 7 yards on the carry that time. And now, you know, Homestead, I think with this offense too, you could burn a lot of clock as well. A touchdown here, if they could get a touchdown and continue that consistency they have, they could really knock this game out. I mean, I think Slinger almost got knocked out in that first half in our Week 2 matchup when we saw Badger.
Yeah.
It felt that way already.
It went to running clock for sure in a timeout.
Oh, Bill Jacqueline's going to call timeout. We'll stay here this time. Or what's the call here? It looked like he was signaling timeout for Slinger, right?
Yeah, he was. Interesting. Let's see.
Ball right now spotted on about the midfield mark here. A 2nd down and 3 or 4 yards. Now the clock still stopped right now. 2nd down and 3. 10:40 left to go in the first half. Lee Zortman under center gonna pitch it over, and Connor Pangallo, sorry. Goes up the middle for another first down, catching us by surprise again. So the thing about these offenses, Matt Peck, you never know who the ball is really going to until you see someone in all the white jerseys around, right?
Yeah. Yeah, the red jerseys, you always got to look for them. And then, yeah, like you said, you got to look for the Slinger defense and say, hey, all right, now you know who's got the ball.
Zortman under center. Snaps the ball and hands it off to Miller again. And Miller going to be tripped up. And a big tackle that time from number 2, Jack Muska that time. And it'll set up a 2nd down 11. You know, I mean, if Slinger can hold them here, it's the momentum they kind of need. I mean, they just need one stop here. They haven't been able to stop Homestead yet on offense. And if they could get just one stop here before the half, that would be huge.
Yeah, it would be huge, and it's a benchmark to get yourselves. But here, Slinger, I mean, Homestead's already got the ball in Slinger territory. They're really going to have to lock in here, in my opinion, to get a stop, a well-needed stop.
Zortman going to hand it off. Up the middle to Pangallo, and he'll get enough to pick up another Homestead first down. So 1st and 10 from the Slinger 22-yard line. The offense just flowing so far for Homestead on this drive. It's Pangallo on the last carry. Zortman under center. Gonna hand it off to Pangallo up the middle. Pangallo makes a couple guys miss and finally tackled by number 7, Sam Bowden. Flag down, probably holding, right? It looked like it was back there. What do you think?
Yep, Homestead's moving back.
Move them 10 yards back. Put them around the 33-yard line. It'll be 1st down and 20 now for the Owls. I'm sure they're not too worried yet because they're up 21-0.
No, I wouldn't be, but you gotta. It's one of those things where the coach is still gonna get on you and say you gotta correct those penalties because.
Now 1st and 15. I think the penalty occurred while he was running it a little bit down the field, a hold during the play. So Homestead gets a little break that time. So 1st and 15 now. And this type of offense, too, you line up with 7 guys on the offensive line to protect the run game. Zortman going to hand it off. Up the left side. Makes a man miss. He has some room to run, and he'll pick up close to 1st down. Brady Hunt on the carry that time. So now Drake Zortman going with 3 of his guys now. He's going around with Pangallo, Hunt, and Miller. Using all 3 combined. Pangallo still the main target of attack. But a big gain that time to set up 2nd down and about 2, a gain of 13. I think it might even be 2nd down and 1. So,
wow.
2nd down and 1 from the Slinger 13-yard line here. And right back in the red zone, the Highlanders go again, trying to punch their touchdown up once again to be up by 4 possessions. There's a chance for that.
Yep.
Now Zortman, a little bit of motion. It's going to be a false start there. Who do you think moved right there? You don't know a number?
One of the linemen, I think, moved.
On the right side?
Yeah.
So they'll set him back to 2nd down and 6 now. You called that right away. You saw that like a hawk, man.
Yeah, well, I saw everybody pointing. I'm like, oh, penalty.
After the penalty, 2nd down and 6.
So 2nd down and 6, like I said. Shouldn't be too worried about it yet. So now let's set up 2nd down and 6. Get headed off up the middle to Pangallo. Pangallo, couple blockers. Pangallo inside the 10. Picks up a 1st down, but a flag is down on the play. That might actually come back again, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So now if you're Drake Zortman, you kind of, that's 2 to 3 penalties in a row now that you've costed on pretty good runs. Got to try to set the tone down a little bit.
So what do we got now? 2nd
down and still 6. 2nd down and 11 now, I believe. Or unless that occurred right away, that's probably going to be 2nd down and 16.
So 2nd down.
I'll say it for you when it comes up. 16. So big 2nd down and 16. It was a holding penalty.
See, the clock's running.
Yep, it is.
All right. It's challenging assignment. Look and see if the clock's running.
Zortman going to hand it off the middle to Pangallo. And a herd of white jerseys just bunching them all down. And at the end, a little unnecessary at the end that time from number 99, Jacob Lockwood. No penalty on the play right there, but I think you officially call it when the ref blows it dead, though, right?
Yeah.
That's the official rule.
Sorry, anybody that's a Homestead fan might have got you a jump scare, but I forgot to take the flag off the screen. So they're probably like, oh,
another one?
So no flag on that last play.
3rd and 13 now.
Yeah, Slinger, this is huge for them to get out the field. The worst thing they can do is give them a 1st down. But you got 13 yards to get. Position your defense correctly not to give them a 1st down here.
Zortman going to hand it off out to the left side. Or no. Just a handoff off the middle to Pangallo. And he gets around nothing right there.
That was a cameraman trick that time. I followed the guy on the left.
I even with my binoculars on had a little trouble right there.
Yeah, I followed the guy on the left, so sorry the camera got all messed up.
That's what's so special about this offense. You could easily fake it, and then you got to, like, the defense has to be ready and have guys on both sides
the fourth
just
down
in case.
12, 11?
4th and 13. He got a gain of nothing right there, and rightfully so. Up by 3 possessions, a conservative call here to really just go for it here and try to.
You might see a pass here.
Put an exclamation point on the first half here. So now they're going to go into the shotgun. Zortman in the backfield with Pangallo, wide receiver on the left, punt motioning. They're going to just do a fake handoff, and Zortman has time to pass, has a man, and it's caught! Pangallo, but there's a flag, and that's probably going to come back again and be another Homestead penalty. That's the 4th one on this drive, Matt Peck, for Homestead.
Yeah, they're going to have to clean that up. I know you have 21-0 now, but next week's a new game.
I mean, you got West Bend.
And you still got to get through this one, too. Don't let me forget that one.
Yeah, Zortman was able to find some time, but had a little bit too much time, right?
Yeah.
So usually when that happens and a flag is thrown, that's holding on the offense.
So we got, what, 4th and 23?
It's probably going to be around, 4th and 23, yeah. And now I think you're in the territory where you can start punting it, right? I mean,
yeah,
I
would.
Smart.
Yeah, they're putting their special teams out now. I would punt it if I were them.
Sam Bowden getting set to return here. The kicker and punter. Sam Klink getting ready to punt it away for Slinger. 5:09 left here to go in the first half. Ladies and gentlemen, share this game. Big North Shore Conference matchup here. Not fully out of hand yet as the clock continues to roll now. 4th and 32, Matt Peck.
4th and 32?
Yep, now.
Oh.
I don't think you have to change it now, but 4th and 32 with under 5 minutes left here to go. Klink getting ready to punt it away to Sam Bowden. Special teams has been iffy so far tonight for Slinger. It's been a pretty good punt here, and it's going to bounce out of bounds around the Slinger 14-yard line. So now they finally get a stop. We'll stay here, but I'm going to go to you now, Matt Peck. I mean, this offense has been pretty dormant here in the first half for Slinger. They finally get a stop on defense with some miscues and penalties. What do they got to do right here to try to get something and momentum going into the half? Keep in mind, Slinger does not get the ball to start the second half. Homestead does, so you got to get points here on this drive.
Oh, yeah, points is a requirement on this drive. There's no doubt about that. So, but I think they got to take this drive slow. Just don't shoot the ball down the field. Take it slow and go into the half, maybe 21-7. You got yourself feeling better.
Jeffrey Ford going to start the drive, handing it off to Hendricks. Hendricks makes a couple of guys miss, cutting to his right side. And he'll get about 4 to 5 yards on the carry.
Yeah, it's one of those things where if I'm Slinger, I'm taking that clock down.
As I'm looking around the crowd here tonight before we begin second down and 10, looks like it's a sellout tonight here from Homestead High School, and rightfully so. Both these teams, the winner of this game, like I said, if you're just joining us, the winner of this game takes sole possession of conference alone. I almost said concert for some reason. Going to do a quick check down and way overthrown that time. Not a great pass that time from Jeffrey Ford. Try to check down his number 1 target, Keegan Adams. You know, you got to really get that pass game going too, but you got to give credit where it's due to Homestead's run defense, Matt Peck. Being able to stop Kobe Hendricks and his 1,300 rushing yards coming into this game and 17 rushing touchdowns.
Yeah, it's one of those things where Homestead's doing a good job overall stopping everything on the Slinger offense. Slinger, like I said, they just got to go slow drive. You can't sit there and worry about passing right away, but now you got yourself set up on a 3rd down and think to yourself, well, what do we do now? Yeah, I think you got to pass here. You get
so
the
3rd down here. Trips left, 1 on the right. Going to drop back the pass. Ford, low throw, and incomplete that time on the slant. Not a great pass that time. He was intending it to his man, Ethan Plummer, his running back. And, you know, couple miscued passes that time for Slinger. Jeffrey Ford a little out of sorts right now on that check down. A little sailed over to his running back, and the throw to Plummer a little low that time. Could have had those 2 plays. If you would have had those 2 plays easily right there, you could have had a 1st down.
Oh, yeah.
Now they're going to have to punt it once again, and you're going to have to make it a good one here this time for Kobe Hendricks. The last one wasn't too great. This time, oh, he boots it. This is a good one. It's going to continue to bounce. There you go. This is going to be recovered now. And come to the right side. Oh, my goodness. Flags are down as he cuts out to the 50. I think that's going to be on Homestead as Brady Hunt, one of the dangerous returners for this Homestead offense. Hunt with 146 punt return yards this year coming into this game. Now that'll put them pin them back up inside their 30-yard line. And now you got to come out again. You know, your offense for Slinger came up empty-handed. Now you got to try to force another stop.
Yeah.
Hasn't really came great so far, though.
Yeah, it'd be tough for Slinger to go down 28-0 at half. But if Homestead can put together a really good drive here, there's a chance they could, or even 24. But I got to give credit to Slinger's defense. They got the stop last possession, the much-needed stop finally. But the fumble early on special teams is what hurt Slinger, in my opinion, to start the half.
All three running backs, Miller, Hunt, and Pangallo, really getting involved here as Lee Zortman going to start off in the shotgun. He's going to keep it himself, and oh, good tackle that time.
I think I saw another flag.
Yeah, that's another flag.
Wow.
Tackle is made by Jack Muska. What is this, the flag bowl, Matt Peck?
Flag. And against Homestead.
Yeah, Homestead. Maybe a false start there? Because they looked like they blew it pretty dead right away, right?
Yeah.
It'll be holding on the Homestead Highlanders.
Yeah, I wish I had a penalty count in this game.
So I think nothing against that Slinger defense, like I said again, but these penalties, they're really helping Slinger right now on defense. They're playing with them, right?
Yeah.
But here we go now. First down and 20. They're now going to go back to that wishbone wing T outlook. And they're going to hand it off up the middle to Pangallo.
Oh.
Yeah, any score updates, Matt Peck?
Oh, shoot.
What were you looking at?
I forgot to take the flag marker off again. So people are probably like, oh, another flag?
Yeah,
there's been a lot of them, but there's a couple of times I forgot to take the flag marker off.
Gain of 4 on the play by Pangallo.
So it'll be 2nd and 16?
Yep.
Perfect.
Good deal.
There you go.
Zortman going to go back into the shotgun with Pangallo in the backfield with him. Drops back to pass. He's going to look to go deep. A rare pass. Oh, makes a couple guys miss. He's going to keep it himself. And a couple of tackles here led the charge that time by Ethan Plummer. And here you go once again, a third down situation. It's going to be a 3rd and 13 right now.
Nice 3-yard gain there. You know, watch him pass again.
I mean, I wrote his stats down. He only has 391 passing yards on the year. And he had remember that big pass in the first quarter to one of the other Hunts?
Although, honestly, I think they pass more than Badger and Muskego.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, Badger and Muskego, they might have 100 passing.
What time are we at right now? 7:58?
Yeah.
I mean, we're almost at the end of the first half already. A lot of running so far here. I mean, you never know what they might do here, but I think they're going to try to run it. Going to hand it off to Pangallo. And Pangallo's only going to get about 5 to 6 yards on the gain. He'll be stopped short. And the punt team's going to have to come out while Slinger will call their second timeout of the first half. What do we want to do here? Stay? We're going to be running a lot at halftime, so.
That's what I'm saying. And falling asleep.
Yep.
No, I'm kidding.
So let's see. I'm going to see if I can try to find some score updates here while we're at it. Coming up at our halftime, we're going to be recapping this game and some more score updates at the half. Were you going to say something?
Expect the unexpected at half.
Sussex-Hamilton, I guess, would you almost call this an upset in a way?
What are they doing?
Hamilton's up 14-3 almost at halftime against Arrowhead.
Upset.
Muskego up 28-3 on Oconomowoc.
Not an upset.
Oh, you ready for this one?
Stop.
Set first half. It's tied at 14. Waukesha West is tied with Mukwonago.
Whoa.
Almost halftime there.
That was worth telling.
Lake Geneva Badger up 13-3 on Waterford.
That's close.
The Franklin Sabres up in the second quarter 10-0 on Indian Trail.
Closer than I thought it would be at that point.
Union Grove up 21-6 on Beloit Memorial. So the punt team will come out, Sam Klink. Again, stay tuned at halftime when we come back from our ads break. We'll be recapping some more scores from around the state. We'll even try to get some North Shore scores for you here. No, a lot of people.
We can go to West Bend. I can probably tell you which West or East is winning.
Probably West. 4th down and 7 here from their own 32. Klink will punt it away. It's a good snap that time. And a signal for a fair catch is caught that time. So they're always scary at times, right? Bowden was able to recover it. Reminds me of the days when, remember Amari Rogers on the Packers? I don't want to remind you of that, Matt Peck, but those days. But every time when I have a favorite football team, I'm rooting for both teams here tonight since we're neutral. But when they get those punt returns, you always get anxious, right? Every time.
Oh yeah, especially the Badgers. The Badgers, I feel like they always fumble punt returns.
That's kind of been the Packers' issue this year, though, special teams.
Kind of like there's a team not that far from here that can't stop giving up runs in the first inning.
Go Brewers, ladies and gentlemen. Game 5 tomorrow night.
That's a task on its hands.
Brewers fans, buy your tickets. We don't want the Cubs fans taking over American Family Field tomorrow. Gonna hand it off up the middle to start the drive here to Kobe Hendricks. I don't know what they're doing here. I think they got to start passing it.
Yeah.
Time is ticking. They're gonna keep letting the clock roll to a little under 120. And they just seem to just be taking their time here. I think they just want to keep it at 21-0 at half.
Yeah, I think they don't want to give Homestead the ball back. I think that's their main focus right now.
I mean, right now, penalties have really just kept them in this game, I think, though, right? I mean, that's really what's helping the defense so far for Slinger. So 2nd down and 10 now. They're going to have to pass here. Now they do it. He's going to look to his left side forward, finds his man,
nice
cuts
pass.
Back inside. And do you want to use another one of your timeouts here? You got 2 left, or 1. No, 2 left to go.
Doesn't look like he's using one.
No, they're going to keep it rolling here. Bowden was the receiver on the catch that time. He got about 8. So now you're at your own 40-yard line. No, they're going to give him 9. You got to go here. I don't think they're going to try to run it too much. I don't think they're just going to.
They're taking their time, so I
don't think they're going to try to score here. Maybe try to get in Hail Mary territory. But you don't want a disaster if that comes to that.
That could be a possibility.
3rd down and 1. Fake the handoff. QB draw. And I think there's going to be a hold there. Yep. 18 seconds left here to go, and the clock stops at 17 on the quarterback keeper, Jeffrey Ford. Hold on that offensive line. That's a huge killer right there for Slinger. Could have got him to midfield territory where they could have tried the Hail Mary possibly. And now they're going to be lined back, maybe 10 yards back if that's a hold call.
And our scoreboard decided to think that McWanago and Oconomowoc.
It does that every now and then, but we got an amazing producer in Matt Peck to fix that for you guys.
Yes, I went to college 12 years for this.
3 years, right?
No, 12.
12?
I went to college throughout elementary school for producing.
3rd down and 9 here, and the clock's going to continue to roll. I don't think Slinger's going to run another play. So the score has pretty much stayed at 21-0 since that big mammoth run from Connor Pangallo. And that'll take us to the halftime, ladies and gentlemen. The Homestead Highlanders are flying high heading into the halftime here. Winner of this game will take the lead alone in the North Shore Conference with 1 week left to go. The Homestead faithful stands up. They are starting to sense it early on here. The game is way far from over yet, as this one's still close. But we will take a game break here. Stay with us and share this game, ladies and gentlemen. This is Elijah Mix-a-Lot and Matt Peck here on Zaleski Sports. We'll be right back with more football.
From humble beginnings in 1904, the Wheatrick family has grown Grassland Dairy Products into one of the largest processors of butter in the nation. Based in Greenwood, Wisconsin, the family and its hundreds of employees continue their pursuit of providing high-quality products that can proudly be served in restaurants and homes across America.
Hi, I'm Josh Marks, owner of Infinity Exteriors. 9 out of 10 brand new roofs can't pass a simple manufacturer warranty inspection, meaning 9 out of 10 brand new roofs have no warranty. Infinity operates on principles instilled in my Marine Corps service: honor, courage, and commitment. Infinity is meticulous craftsmanship, unbeatable quality, and always at the best price. Infinity buys more, pays less, passing those savings directly to you. We're booking new roofs, siding, and windows. Call today.
Get more sales, more customers, more employees, more community support. Let Zaleski Sports help you today. Our advertising rates are less than what you have in your pocket now. People just like you watching this broadcast are your next customer or team member. Plus, you'll have the satisfaction of making sure that our light continues to shine on these student athletes. Use the phone in your hand. Email us now.
We're back with better halves. Jane is looking for a better health plan. Jane?
I need someone who'll make time for me. So, how would you two get to know me?
You want time? I'll keep you on hold all night long.
He sounds gross.
Jane, I'm Steve from security. I won't treat you like a number. I've got award-winning service and coverage made just for you.
Now that's better. Next up, networks.
Get more sales, more customers, more employees, more community support. Let Zaleski Sports help you today. Our advertising rates are less than what you have in your pocket now. People just like you watching this broadcast are your next customer or team member. Plus, you'll have the satisfaction of making sure that our light continues to shine on these student athletes. Use the phone in your hand. Email us now.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fir, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflatiri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
Get more sales, more customers, more employees, more community support. Let Zaleski Sports help you today. Our advertising rates are less than what you have in your pocket now. People just like you watching this broadcast are your next customer or team member. Plus, you'll have the satisfaction of making sure that our light continues to shine on these student athletes. Use the phone in your hand. Email us now.
Hey, you're tuned in to Better Halves.
Skip, I love my hometown, and I want a health plan that feels the same way. So, what are your favorite local date spots?
Oh, yeah, I know like all the date spots in Eau Claire.
Jane, I'm Steve from security. I've lived here in Wisconsin my whole life, and that means I understand your health coverage needs better.
By the way, Doug, it's Eau Claire. I have a dozen Eclairs in my dressing room.
At Ridgestop Exteriors, we're more than your average home improvement company. We're your neighbors, and for over 20 years, we've been trusted and proudly serving right here in your community. Customer service is our #1 goal. Call now for your free estimate.
Ridgetop Exteriors.
Hey Fleet Farm fans, you asked, we listened. You wanted lower prices? You got them. In-store, online. We drop prices everywhere. Lower prices on summer favorites like Liquid Pool Shock, Griller's Gold Barbecue Pellets, and Airhead Towables. Lower prices on big name pet care like Purina Tidy Cats. Lower prices on Valvoline motor oils. All because you said so. Look for the bright green price drop signs to find new lower prices on everything you need for everyday life. Only at Fleet Farm.
Back here on Zaleski Sports, Elijah Manxalata here with a little first half recap here on Zaleski Sports. 21-0, the Homestead Highlanders, number 6 ranked in our Zaleski Sports poll on the number 8 ranked Slinger Owls. So just going to break down a little bit of the scoring here early in the first half after a forced 3 and out. A really good drive from the Homestead Highlanders, a 2-yard rushing touchdown from a quarterback keeper in Lee Zortman, a 2-yard rushing touchdown to start the game. Set up by a pass early on to his tight end, number 13, Parker Hunt, to get down in the end zone here. A 3 and out was the start to the game for Slinger. They got the ball first to start the game, and then right after that, a fumble on a kick return. It was what really shifted the momentum towards Homestead and really shifted it towards their side. And after that, forced fumble, Pangallo, their star running back for Homestead, got a 3-yard rushing touchdown after that big forced fumble that set them up inside the Slinger 20-yard line, put them up 14-0. And then after that, they got a couple stops on the way. You want to talk to, or?
I think my headset's on.
No?
I think they're switched.
Test.
That's, oh, jeez. I don't know. Because I noticed it was like quiet from far away.
Wait, let me do this real quick. Test. Oh yeah, we must have plugged it in the wrong way. So,
like,
all right, you got that one now.
All right.
So I turned this one off. So,
Am I back on?
or you want to talk now, or?
I really don't.
All right, I got you off now.
Okay.
So, all right, let's head that game break actually. Then I'll recap for real next time. Dang it, man.
I noticed that earlier.
Hey, Fleet Farm fans, you asked, we listened. You wanted lower prices? You got them. In-store, online. We drop prices everywhere. Lower prices on summer favorites like Liquid Pool Shock, Griller's Gold Barbecue Pellets, and Airhead Towables. Lower prices on big name pet care like Purina Tidy Cats. Lower prices on Valvoline motor oils. All because you said so. Look for the bright green price drop signs to find new lower prices on everything you need for everyday life. Only at Fleet Farm.
People are probably...
Get more sales, more customers, more employees, more community support. Let Zaleski Sports help you today. Our advertising rates are less than what you have in your pocket now. People just like you watching this broadcast are your next
come back after this ad. I'll
team
recap
member.
it again.
Plus, you'll have the satisfaction of making sure that our light continues to shine on these student athletes. Use the phone in your hand. Email us now.
And it's homecoming too, so we got plenty of time to recap. Still 7 minutes.
Looking for a place where
you want to
everyone
talk
feels
to?
at home? Welcome to Point Brewery.
Well, after I recap, I guess you could see if there's any score
updates. From a wide
updates.
variety of local brews to classic point sodas for the kids, we've got the perfect pour for everyone. Craving a bite? We've got
I think I
hot,
might have
cheesy
accidentally
Fortessi
did.
pizzas ready
I might
when you
accidentally
are.
plug
Whether
these
you're
two in the
hanging
wrong.
out inside or soaking up the sun in our outdoor beer garden, there's space to unwind. Planning a celebration? Reserve our private event room and make it a gathering to remember. Point Brewery, good times, great taste, all on tap.
Back here on Zaleski Sports. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. If the sound was a little muffled early on, me and Matt Peck accidentally mixed and matched the headsets there. And now for real, this time you guys can really hear me. So we're going to recap the first half for real this time, as this game came in 5-0, both teams in the conference, 7-0 for Homestead, still haven't lost yet, 6-1 for Slinger with the one loss coming to Lake Geneva Badger, which was on our network. So for a little first half recap, Slinger started with the ball, went 3 and out, punted it over to Homestead. Homestead had a drive on a pass that Lee Zortman set up his tight end, number 13, Parker Hunt, inside the red zone, and a quarterback keeper for Lee Zortman for a 2-yard rushing touchdown to get him up 7-0. Then after that, on the kick return, after the 7-0 touchdown from Homestead, they forced a fumble on the kick return and set up easily in the red zone after that. and it easily set up a 30-yard rushing touchdown to counter Penn Gallo, which put up the Homestead Highlanders 14-0. And then after that, the defense stayed hot for Homestead. That defensive front was lethal, led by those two guys, Jameer Irving and Jackson Reeves, who went out with an injury later in the first half. Not sure if he came back into the game yet, but a 50-yard rushing touchdown after that as well from Penn Gallo. So he's got 2 rushing touchdowns on the day, a 50-yarder and a 3-yarder. If the game would end it now, he would be our Highlight House player of the game. And this game could be out even more if those penalties weren't really playing a factor for Slinger on defense. A lot of holding penalties called late in that first half for Homestead that really just kept the momentum neutral heading into the half. But it's up. I think Bill Jacklin is going into that halftime right now telling his guys, we got to get a stop right away for the second half. And we can't just keep having penalties help them, right?
Here's what I would do. If I'm Bill Jacklin, I'm heading to halftime. I said, guys, this is a rivalry game. He said, you beat these guys twice last year. We lost a lot of guys this year. It's 21-0. We didn't have a great start. But what we need to do is do what they did to us, to them, right back to them to begin the second half. So that means go for that football on special teams. Go for that football on defense. Force turnovers. They do those things because the turnover by Homestead will get you back in the game. Say Slinger goes down. Say Slinger gets a stop. They go down, get a touchdown. Homestead gets the ball back. They turn the ball over. They go down and get a touchdown again. It's just like that. It's 21-14. I think the game against Lake Geneva Badger, we were talking about that comparison. I think that game was a little bit more out of hand by this point. I think it was 28-3 at halftime. This one's 21-0. So only down 3 touchdowns, but it's got to come back with the defense here to determine, what's going to happen with the team. It's going to have to come back with the defense.
I think one of the biggest things, like you were saying too, you got to stop that. You got to stop the run game without the penalties too, right? I mean, their defense hasn't been completely terrible, but the dance team's coming out now. We recapped enough of it, right, for the first half.
We got any more score updates?
Let's see.
Check the X, otherwise known as Twitter, and check ScoreStream. A lot of scores are not up on ScoreStream, but
let me go on X real quick. Lots of good action here. Week 8 of WIAA football. Conference implications here, just like this game.
What's that score, Bayport?
21-17, West De Pere leads on Bayport. They got one of the best quarterbacks in the state, Patrick Greisen.
Yeah.
I just remember his name because didn't he throw like the quarterback challenge, whatever that was, in
the CBS
field? Muskego still leads 28-3 at half. The last time I checked, North Shore score update: West Bend West with a lead 28-0 on West Bend East. They will play Homestead next week. Which here I'm gonna bring this up real quick before we head to another game break. So here's some conference implications. So if the game ended now and Homestead won, they would be. I don't want to do math here. Let's see.
Back to high school you go.
I should have calculated this. So they would be 8-0 and 6-0 in conference. West Bend West would be 4-1.
Yep.
And Slinger would be 4-1 as well, right? So both teams are tied. So if they're the only scenario West Bend West could have if this game stays Homestead 21-0, West Bend West would have to beat Homestead next week, and Cedarburg would have to beat Slinger next week. But if Slinger wins next week, and let's say Homestead wins tonight and loses next week, Slinger ties for the champions.
West Bend West lose twice or once in conference?
Once.
So Slinger goes down tonight. This is their first yeah, you're right. Okay. But 3-way tie could be possible too if West Bend West wins. I mean, Slinger plays Cedarburg, like you said. It's very likely that Slinger probably will not fall in that game.
But I think with the shape that Homestead's in, if they could win tonight, they'll take conference next week if they could win next. All they have to do is win next week against West Bend West, and then they're the standalone champions in the North Shore.
So 100%. I mean, it's one of those conferences, and we were talking about the playoff matrix. Here, while I'm at it, I'm sitting here bored. I'm going to tell you, according to Andy Lavoie, who's doing the playoff matrix this year for the WIAA, and let me pull this up the right way. Well, it doesn't look like I'm going to get there. Maybe I'll get there. Oh, here we go. So Division 2, I'm going to tell you guys where these teams would be. So Slinger right now, at the playoff started today, they would be a 3 seed, and they would be hosting Menominee Falls at home. They beat Menominee Falls, I think, 56 or 49-0 week 1.
Yep.
And Homestead would be a 3 seed hosting. It's going to be big game, Milwaukee Bayview. As Homestead would also be a 3 seed right now against number 6 seed in Milwaukee Bayview here, and they would come here. So Slinger and Homestead would both have home games in the playoffs to start the playoffs. So, you know, Homestead, they beat Slinger tonight. Their seed score will probably go up a little bit, and they might get bumped up to a 2 seed. So that's according to AndyLavoie.com. That's the playoff matrix, the new playoff matrix this year. Had to give him a shout out. He does tremendous work. I think he's a head football coach at Madison Edgewood High School. So, yeah, so he created that nice tool. Let's go to Game Break. Elijah, send us out.
Be right back with you here on Zaleski Sports. For the start of the second half, please subscribe and share this game.
Benefit Realty, where you pay less for full service. Benefit-realty.com.
Hey, Fleet Farm fans, you asked, we listened. You wanted lower prices? You got them. In-store, online. We drop prices everywhere. Lower prices on summer favorites like Liquid Pool Shock, Griller's Gold Barbecue Pellets, and Airhead Towables. Lower prices on big name pet care like Purina Tidy Cats. Lower prices on Valvoline motor oils. All because you said so. Look for the bright green price drop signs to find new lower prices on everything you need for everyday life. Only at Fleet Farm.
From humble beginnings in 1904, the Wheatrick family has grown Grassland Dairy Products into one of the largest processors of butter in the nation. Based in Greenwood, Wisconsin, the family and its hundreds of employees continue their pursuit of providing high-quality products that can proudly be served in restaurants and homes across America.
Hi, I'm Josh Marks, owner of Infinity Exteriors. 9 out of 10 brand new roofs can't pass a simple manufacturer warranty inspection, meaning 9 out of 10 brand new roofs have no warranty. Infinity operates on principles instilled in my Marine Corps service: honor, courage, and commitment. Infinity is meticulous craftsmanship, unbeatable quality, and always at the best price. Infinity buys more, pays less, passing those savings directly to you. We're booking new roofs, siding, and windows. Call today.
Get more sales, more customers, more employees, more community support. Let Zaleski Sports help you today. Our advertising rates are less than what you have in your pocket now. People just like you watching this broadcast are your next customer or team member. Plus, you'll have the satisfaction of making sure that our light continues to shine on these student athletes. Use the phone in your hand. Email us now.
Back here on Zaleski Sports for the start of the second half. Two 5-0 teams in the North Shore Conference battling off here in the Milwaukee area. Elijah Vincelata on play-by-play tonight alongside my producer and color commentary, Matt Peck, with you here all season long. Week 8, hard to believe that already, right, Matt Peck? These two teams battling it out with Homestead really setting the tone in that first half. But, man, I got to say the temperature outside here in the second half, wow, that's really getting cold outside here in the second half.
Yeah. Yeah, it's getting cold outside. I mean, you're sitting out, man. You're sitting in here without any jacket on.
I might, low key, for the interview for our Nasonville Dairy postgame show, I might bear through it.
Oh boy.
I mean,
he's trying to be that one guy. He's trying to look like David Bacateri. I had to butcher his name. I remember.
Don't you disrespect the Wisconsin Packers left tackle?
Yeah.
I mean, he was injured a lot.
Legend.
Too, so,
he's
yeah.
a legend. No.
He's a legend. Yep. All right, so Slinger will get set to kick it away here. Number 21, Isaac Weezy, will kick it away. Got to get a stop here if you want some momentum heading into the second half. The kick is going to be returned at the top corner, on top of your screen. Be cutting outside, and it'll be close to about a touchback of a return that time from Dominic Ganju. who has 3 returns on the season, no kick returns into the night here, his first return of the year. So now, I don't want to, like you say in every one game, nobody's really out of it until it's the end, but a touchdown here could really go a long way to start it if you're a Slinger.
Yeah, it's about a stop here for Slinger. It's not give up a touchdown here. You need to get a stop and then get the ball back and score, and then you really look at yourselves as only being down 2 touchdowns at that point, and you keep repeating, rinse, repeat. That's what I like to call it. And that's what a lot of other people probably call it too. But so yeah, it's just about getting stops on defense.
So Lee Zortman under center again at quarterback. He passed a few times in the first half in this wishbone wing T offense. And handed off up the middle to Pangallo. Pangallo with 2 touchdowns in that first half, like I recapped. A 3-yard rushing touchdown off of the fumble and a 50-yard rushing touchdown on the first play of the drive. So, like I said, taking advantage of miscues from Slinger. That's why they're up 3 possessions right now. Gain of about 5 on the carry that time for Connor Pangallo.
Yeah. So yeah, it's Slinger. It's just about getting your defense off the field and resetting on offense here.
You hand off to the right side this time. No. Oh my gosh, I got tricked right there. Even with the binoculars.
Wow, I did too. Wow,
I thought that was Ryland Miller that had to carry that. It went up in the middle with Pangallo again and pick up another first down. Man, we gotta have a training session next year where we go to an open practice and we start just practicing how to call the wing T and all that, right? So we could get the right guys on, because this offense really tricks you easily. So
yeah, we're at that point, Elijah. I think we're at that point where we're gonna have to look into training.
Gonna go up the middle again. This time it says running back. This time it's Brady Hunt.
And this time the cameraman didn't get tricked.
And this time the play-by-play guy actually followed it with his binoculars.
So it'll be 2nd down and 7, 8? No, way more than that. I looked at where the ball was the wrong spot.
Yeah, it's going to be about a gain of 6. 2nd down and 4. Same lineup in the format of Ryland Miller, Connor Pangallo, and Brady. Hand it off the middle to Pangallo. He'll pick up a first down and some more. Ryland Miller, sorry, I almost said Brady Miller. I think that's his brother. So another first down and 10. Homestead cruising down the field early on. I think with this wishbone wing T offense, you can really just take your time now. You're up 3 possessions. The pressure's not completely on you yet. I mean, the one thing that I thought that Coach Zortman talked about, Drake Zortman talked about at the half, was probably cleaning up those penalties. That's what kept this game closer. Gonna hand it off. Oh, he's got speed. Ryland Miller breaking through a couple tackles. Miller picks up a first down and some more. Just a huge burst of speed from Ryland Miller that time. And a big gain to set him up inside the 25 at the 22. The clock continues to roll. 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half so far. Touchdown here will definitely go a long way for the Homestead Highlanders.
Yeah, it definitely would, and it would put a big punch into what Slinger wanted to do to come out of the half.
And hand it off this time. Just going to go to Brady Hunt. He'll get a gain about 2 to 3 yards. Maybe even 1 right there. Good defensive tackle that time by number 58, Oliver Freage. And injury timeout now on the field.
2nd and 10. It's going to be 2nd and.
That's number 15 jogging off the field for Homestead. That's Ryland Miller. One of their running backs that they use here. So he'll take a second on the sideline. Just a quick breather probably. His teammates trying to calm him down a little bit right there. Just cheer him up. Going to check on him though as he takes a seat on the bench. Hopefully he's all right. Going to need him down the stretch. And all back in that wing T look. Wishbone. They're going to go to Pangallo. Pangallo going to be met by his match by Plummer that time, but a flag is down at the end of the play. Now, these two teams, I know they're not probably complete rivals to each other, but it sure feels like with how many penalties we have, that's going to be on Homestead. And once again, the penalties costing Homestead once again. What are they going to call that? I think, was that unnecessary roughness at the end? Or
Possibly, yes. Personal foul in the offense.
Yeah,
so.
personal foul.
Well, in terms of Homestead in this game, just got to be glad where you're at, up 21 points with all the penalties they've been having. I'm sure coach is going to have a talk about this during the week. If they win.
Going to need to clean that up for a really good and up-and-coming West Bend West team.
And it's at West Bend West, too. They're going to bring.
West Bend West likely going to finish their game tonight with a win against West Bend East and only sit one game out of the conference. So if they were to win next week, West Bend West, if they can knock out Homestead, they will at least clinch a share of the conference.
Crazy times we're living in. We talked to a lot of people at West Bend last week. Oh, boy.
And are we going to get another penalty here?
I might as well keep the penalty marker on the scoreboard all night.
Do we have a flag counter?
Flag counter's at 25. It's called a hyperbole. Bring an English class back. Yeah, what's this? I don't even know what's going on. They're talking about something, obviously, with maybe the ball being spotted. It'll be 2nd and 23 or possibly more.
No, the marker now says 3rd.
You said 3rd down?
Yeah.
All right. So 3rd and 23.
So 3rd down and 25 now.
Oh.
You don't have to, I mean.
Yeah, that's 2 yards.
Yeah. 2 guys on the left. They're just going to fake the handoff. A quarterback keeper. He's got some room to run.
And another flag
coming down. I think that's probably going to be on Homestead too, right?
I would assume. Oh, we got some shoving at the end of the play.
He's going to throw another flag again.
Yes, I saw the flag coming out right away. I was like, hey. It's interesting. That's all I'll say that way. We've had a play like the last we've had a flag like the last 3 or 4 plays in a row.
These refs are using every ounce of their flags tonight. This is probably the most penalized game we've seen so far.
Holding against the offense.
Yeah, I think they're going to decline.
Yep. Oh.
Or do you accept?
It's 4th down.
I mean, you decline it here, but I think if now that you declined it, now as the clock continues to roll, you got to be careful here. If Homestead goes with the pass, they've shown that they could do that a couple of times going in the shotgun formation.
Yeah, you better be ready for that if you're Slinger's defense. Watch for that pass because they clearly aren't punting it to me from the.
And rightfully so. Here they go.
So yeah, unless the quarterback just drops back here and decides to kick it, but no, it looks like they're going to go all in here.
Homestead, 2 wide receivers on the left, 1 on the right. Zorman dropping back and air it out to double covers. A pass is incomplete. No flags. He was looking for his target on the slant route heading into the end zone. That was Brady Hunt. Just tried to chuck up a prayer right there and hope that he could moss his defender right there. And good defensive coverage in the secondary for Slinger. And there you go, Matt Peck. You get a stop if you're Slinger. Now you got to really execute on offense. This Homestead defense has been stifling hot all night so far.
Yeah, so Slinger gets that stop I was talking about.
So 1st down and 10. Ford going to hand it off to Hendricks. Hendricks will get 7 to 8 yards on the carry. And they're going heavy with the run right now, but I think eventually you're going to have to go right back to the pass soon.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Yeah, it's one of those things where Slinger, definitely not out of it yet, down 3 touchdowns, but they got to set the tone here and get a touchdown this drive and kind of see how Homestead responds.
Not a lot of receiving yards on the year. Slinger not afraid to air it out as well, though. It's what helped them win this D2 state title last year. Going to do a quarterback keeper. Jeffrey Ford going to pick up a first down. And a big tackle that time at the end of the play. First down, though, for the Owls.
Ow!
The tackle was on number 6 that time. William Charles. He's been a busy man on that defensive secondary for Drake Zortman.
Yeah, he's been that front guy for
Homestead.
Yeah, Homestead. I want to make sure I was saying the right team. Yeah, he's been the front end for Homestead there with a lot of tackles.
Check down this time. Oh, he dropped it. And that's like what we saw a couple weeks ago from Oak Creek. They've tried to check it down a couple times. It's that same connection. Jeffrey Ford and Keegan Adams. Adams, that was a better throw that time from Jeffrey Ford. This time, Adams, maybe the cold getting to him a little bit there, dropping that check down. They had the blockers ready, too, so.
Ladies and gentlemen, Week 9 is coming up next week. There's
Union Grove versus Badgers, the tentative, right?
Tentative, yes.
Yep.
That's going to most likely be 8-0 versus 8-0 in Southern Lakes Conference action. So, be in Racine County next week is the hope.
Going to do a check down again. This time he catches it, but
did he catch it?
The pressure, yep. The pressure came right at Ford that time.
So it'll be 3rd down and 10 still, or did he gain anything there? No, it looks like.
Blake Wickman that time was on the pressure on Jeffrey Ford to force him to just chuck it right away. And instead, he might have lost one there.
Close.
So now 3rd and 11.
A much needed first.
5:15 left here to go. You kind of have to go if it's 4th down now, right?
Yes, yes.
Your defense has proven that you could get some stops now with some of the penalties that Homestead has on offense. So Ford going to step into it, has some time to throw. Nobody's open. He's going to keep it himself. Ford, that'll do it.
Close.
Get about 8 yards on the carry. Quarterback keeper to midfield. Got to go. 4th down and 2 now. 4th down territory. Oh, looks like I think they're going to bring the punt team out maybe.
Really?
I don't know about that decision unless they're just switching some personnel out.
It'll be interesting to see what they do here.
And Kobe Hendricks, who was also the punter,
well,
Homestead, running back.
Homestead hasn't sent anyone back deep yet. That's what makes me to believe.
Maybe a Wildcat here?
Yeah, they're going to keep the offense.
Homestead, they're stifling high. Defensive line is ready. Yep. They're going to hand it off with Hendricks. Hendricks is going to get enough for the first down.
Huge.
And that'll do for Slinger. Kobe Hendricks. It's been a pretty cold night for him so far. Finally getting something to go for him. As now Jeffrey Ford, is he coming back on the field?
They gave it a go and it worked.
Well, it looks like I don't see Ford on the field yet, so they might be sticking with the Wildcat here, heading into Homestead territory. But the clock's continuing to roll now here, closing in on 4 minutes after to go. And oh, nope, now he's back on the field. Jeffrey Ford wasn't able to see it. 2 wide receivers on the left, 2 backs in the backfield with him. Ford going to drop back to pass. Has time. Has a man. It's caught up the middle. And a good gain of about 23 yards on the catch that time to Jude Sakarla. And there you go. That's the biggest passing play of the day for Slinger to Jeffrey Ford. Got to start churning it here, Matt Peck. Got to get 7 here. If you're Bill Jacklin.
Yeah, Bill Jacklin's offense needs 7 here, and let's see if they can do so. Beautiful pass that time for Ford, though, able to connect right over the middle, kind of where you haven't seen it much today. Able to do so, which was a huge play from Slinger that time.
Wide receiver motioning. They're going to just hand it off to his tailback, and he'll get about 1 or 2 on the carry. Led by a tackle that time. Peyton Tennis on the carry that time.
So I have 2nd down and...
Good tackle that time by Garsha. It'll be 2nd down and 9 now. I like that they're trying to mix and match, feel comfortable with the run and pass, but at this point, I mean, once you get to the 4th quarter, I think it's going to have to be all pass if they get a touchdown here, right?
Yeah, I think so.
And here they go. They're just going to do a quick curls pass that time to Jude Sakarla again. That's been the comfortable target so far tonight for Jeffrey Ford.
Gets you the yardage you need there.
Gain of about 5 on the play, so third down and 4 from the Homestead 22. Slinger hasn't been in the red zone at all tonight, so this would be an improvement for them to get there now.
Yeah, it would be something for Slinger to look back on and say, hey.
Going empty backfield, too. Wide receiver motioning, going to fake the handoff, going to be a quarterback keeper, and not a smart choice that time. It buried in the backfield that time. He is fired up. That is number 56. Lucas Gernhardt that time.
And I'm keeping the offense on the field.
You have to. 2 minutes left here to go now. That's going to set up about a 4th and 9, pretty much back to where you started. It's 4th and 9.
All right.
I mean, you have to go for it, though. So.
Yeah.
If you don't get it, the score's going to stay 21-0. Got to give the credit where it's due. I mean, Homestead, they've been driving really well down the field the whole game. It's just penalties that have been costing them to hold them out the end zone lately. But now Slinger's got to get something here on 4th and 9. A really big play, biggest important play of the day for them. 4 going to drop back to pass. Pressure coming. The pass is going to be caught. And a first down to his intended target, running back Kobe Hendricks. And there you go.
Yeah, huge
pass play right there.
Yeah, huge play to move the sticks for Slinger. That's exactly what they needed on 4th down. Find that guy on the left side open.
So they're finally getting in the red zone for the first time tonight, and Slinger has a chance to try to punch some points in on the board here. 1:10 left to go in the third quarter. Really good sustained drive with the smash mouth and pass. Mainly pass, actually. 4 dropping back to pass, has pressure, and he caught it. Hendricks makes a man miss, and Hendricks takes it in for a Slinger touchdown.
That's huge.
Yep.
That's exactly what Slinger needed right there. Found the guy open over the middle and took it right in.
Kobe Hendricks makes a man miss. And just like that, Matt Peck, we've got a ball game. The Slinger Owls said we're not going to die just yet. That's a huge touchdown here with 52 seconds left in the third quarter. And now Kobe Hendricks fired up, trying to fire up his team in student section. Not a lot to cheer about tonight. Finally has something there. The extra point is up and good. Oh. No good that time. Oh, that's huge. Did he block it? I wasn't able to.
Yeah, it looked like, unless he kicked it wrong, it looked like.
Or Isaac Weezy that time was able, the kick was no good. So a touchdown from Kobe Hendricks on the 13-yard reception. We'll take a game break here, 21-6. Homestead leads on Slinger. North Shore Conference football coming your way on Zaleski Sports.
We're back with better halves. Jane is looking for a better health plan. Jane?
I need someone who'll make time for me. So, how would you two get to know me?
You want time? I'll keep you on hold all night long.
He sounds gross.
Jane, I'm Steve from security. I won't treat you like a number. I've got award-winning service and coverage made just for you.
Now that's better. Next up, networks.
Back here on Zaleski Sports, if you're just joining us, a 6-yard passing touchdown before the break. Passing touchdown from Jeffrey Ford, a 13-yard pass to his running back, Kobe Hendricks, to get the Slinger Owls finally on the board with 52 seconds left. The extra point was no good from Weezy, as now he will kick it away. Got to get another. This is probably the most important stop for the defense here. And if you're Homestead, you got to really limit those penalties if you want to try to get down the field and score. They haven't done that since around the late first quarter, early second quarter. Oh, squib kick, onside kick. Oh! Slinger has it. Wow. Oh my goodness. Bill Jacklin, the veteran coach, playing with chess. That's like what my famous call is for those onside kicks on surprise.
He's playing with the Powerball there.
Yeah.
Wow, that's huge because
hit
now
on a checkmate right there.
We were talking about,
well,
hey,
the refs are discussing something here, though.
They might say, hey, he kicked it too short or something. Either too, I don't know.
It does, I think, have to go 10 yards, right?
Yeah.
Well, both offenses are trying to trot out on the field. But this would be so huge.
Yeah.
It's going to go to Slinger. Wow! Jinx.
Jinx.
We're both surprised by that.
Yeah, we are. Honestly, I am.
Homestead fans not too pleased with the referees so far right now in the second half. But a checkmate hit that time from Bill Jacklin on the onside kick. Very great executed onside kick by Isaac Weezy, the kicker, too. And more importantly, Matt Peck, that sets up Slinger with a really good field position. And now they're going to have a chance, too, to put this game right back in the form. And drop back the pass. Rolling around to the right side. Pass is incomplete. Jeffrey Ford. You know how many times we've seen that gamble from another Hall of Fame coach in Lewis Brown at Franklin? We've seen that in multiple games. That's a good high school trick you got to do sometimes, right? If you need to keep the momentum on your side.
And in the NFL now, you have to declare it. In high school, you don't have to declare it, so you can just come out here and surprise anybody.
I think in practice now, a thing that coaches need to implement is they got to work on those surprise onside kicks, right? In simulated games or whatever. So 2nd down and 10, Jeffrey Ford going to hand it off to Hendricks. Hendricks has room to run, plenty on the right side. He's got speed. Hendricks makes a man miss. Hendricks, he may go. Cody Hendricks feeling himself here in the 3rd quarter into the red zone, and the momentum stays with the Slinger Owls. Kobe Hendricks, 1,300 rush yards coming into this game. Starting to come to life, and you kind of got to figure that if you were a Homestead, you weren't going to keep him quiet the whole game, Matt Peck.
And the thing is, that onside kick definitely caught him by surprise. And now it might likely be, if Slinger scores, probably in the 4th quarter, considering the time is running down here. But still,
back in the red zone.
You got a whole quarter to keep Homestead silent. And last week we saw Whitefish Bay didn't score a single point in the second half.
Ford going to hand it off to Plummer. Plummer going to get about 5 to 6 yards on the gain on the. Kind of look like a Matt LaFleur special right there, end around.
Keep in mind, is that the end of the quarter?
Yep, that's the end of the 3rd quarter. The Slinger Owls, or do you want to say something real quick?
No, go to half.
Slinger Owls.
Half, jeez.
Back in business here with the big touchdown and the surprise onside kick. We've got a game, ladies and gentlemen. Share this here. The North Shore Conference is on the line. Stay with us for the final 12 minutes here on Zaleski Sports.
More sales, more customers, more employees, more community support. Let Zaleski Sports help you today. Our advertising rates are less than what you have in your pocket now. People just like you watching this broadcast are your next customer or team member. Plus, you'll have the satisfaction of making sure that our light continues to shine on these student athletes. Use the phone in your hand. Email us now.
Back here on Zaleski Sports in the Milwaukee area. 2 5-0 teams battling it out here in the 4th quarter. 21-6. This game's way far from over yet. The Homestead Highlanders still lead 21-6. But a big touchdown close to the end of the 3rd quarter by Kobe Hendricks, and an onside kick with the chest play that time by Bill Jacklin keeps the Slinger Owls in this game as they're driving in the red zone once again with a chance to make this a 1-possession game. Fans jumping around to jump around. Homecoming night from Homestead High School. Elijah Vinks Loud alongside Matt Peck with you here in this big thriller Week 8 showdown. We begin the 4th quarter now on a 2nd down and 7 in the red zone at the Homestead 12. Jeffrey Ford in the backfield. Hendricks shifting to the left side. 3 wide receivers on the left, 1 on the right with the tailback in the backfield. They're going to hand it off, and a good tackle that time and stop. Bowden was on the carry, but an even better tackle that time by Jameer Irving.
So it'll be 3rd and 7.
The premier defensive tackle for Homestead.
And Homestead, what they need to do here is just get one more down. And Slinger, I think they're going to they're not kicking field goals here. They're going for it, considering what Bill Jacklin did with the onside kick. But keep in mind with Slinger, I was going to talk about this before we went to the break. They need to get a 2-point conversion too, because they missed the extra point.
I mean, if they really want, if they want to try it again, they can still get the extra point if they want to. But I think to be smart, they play the 2.
Yeah.
The kick was blocked last time. Keep that in mind. Ford going to keep it himself. Oh, he has room. Ford is in for a Slinger touchdown. The Owls are howling here in the 4th quarter.
Surprise! I mean, Talk about a comeback in this third quarter here, just to get themselves right back in there. Are they going for 2? So I can position the camera correctly.
It looks like Jacqueline's really thinking about it.
I would.
And they're keeping him. Yep, they're going to keep him on the field here.
Do it now rather than later.
You talk about how Slinger has came back to life from the dead, Matt Peck.
Yeah.
They were down 21-0 at halftime. They seemed lifeless. And all of a sudden, a couple big plays, they're making Homestead execute on their miscues here. So a big 2-point conversion, a 9-point game. To put this to a 1-possession game, they're going to pitch it off. Palmer is going to be in. A 2-point conversion is good, and it's a 7-point game. It went to the wide receiver, Palmer, instead of Hendricks, and good blocks and just enough effort puts the Slinger Owls within 1 possession. Matt Peck, it's my time to say it. Buckle your seatbelts. We're in for a finish here from Homestead High School between the two 5-0 conference teams. We will take a quick game break here and be back with you for kickoff and maybe another chess play. We'll see. You'll have to find out after this on Zaleski Sports. We'll be right back.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fure, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflatiri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
Welcome back here, folks. 21-14. Homestead's lead has diminished to 7 from 21 at the half. The Owls have came howling back from the dead and are trying to fight for that conference title lead in Week 8 football here. Elijah Vanksala alongside Matt Peck with you here in a Week 8 thriller. Buckle those seatbelts, ladies and gentlemen. We are in for a finish here from Mequon. The kick from Wheezy's away. It's a good one, and it's going to be caught at around the 5-yard line. Ganju will return it. Ganju, he's going to be stopped before the 20-yard line, and Matt Peck, I could really sense that momentum on Slinger's side right now.
Yeah. Yeah, it's one thing that's really changed. You know, we talked about the half how Slinger had to go down and score a touchdown, and they were able to do so. You got to give them credit. But now Homestead's in the need of getting a touchdown here, and if they go down and get themselves a touchdown, they go back up by 14 and use a long drive here especially with the running offense they typically use. So Slinger got to keep playing good defense, and Homestead needs to go down and get that touchdown, because by the time with the running offense, could take a lot of time off the clock.
So now a big first down here. Lee Zortman under center. He's going to hand it off. Pangallo. He's only going to get 1 to 2 yards on the play. I mean, you got to keep in mind, too, it's been so long since we've seen Homestead's offense.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I know, because of the onside kick. It's a lot of things. I mean,
he's only going to get, 4 yards maybe at max on that play. I'll say it to you.
All right.
3. 2nd down and 7 now.
Yeah, Homestead, what I'm doing is moving the ball in chunks, getting first downs slowly. You don't need to worry about all piling on at once.
Can hand it off to number 22 that time. Brady Hunt will be on the carry, and now here we go, Matt Peck. The biggest play on defense of the game for Slinger. It's going to be a 3rd down and 4. Do you go pass here if you're Homestead?
Yes, I would, because the running is clear. They're only getting a couple yards on each run. I think I would go for a pass here and see if you can catch that Slinger defense off track here.
And they do line up back in that wishbone offense. Lee Zortman under center. Gonna hand it off. Pangallo. Pangallo breaks a couple tackles, and it picks up the first down for Homestead. A huge momentum swing back to the Highlanders side. Almost forgot the team name for a second there. We got a couple Homestead fans that are fired up now after that big first down. And And that's honestly what you got to keep doing if you're Homestead, right? You got to keep getting first downs. You're a run-heavy offense, over 2,000 rushing yards on the year.
Bill Jacqueline's concern right now is getting his defense off the field and trying to score another touchdown. Homestead, it's about running down that clock and going down and scoring one more time at least.
I think more importantly for Bill Jacqueline, he knows that his offense is hot right now. So under center again, Zortman. He's going to keep it himself. Where was that?
Yeah, kept himself.
No, that wasn't. Ryland Miller, I think that was, or no. I think that was 19. One of the backup running backs. Jack Dykema. Going to be stopped, so a 2nd down and 11 now, Matt Peck.
Wow. Yeah, it's a huge thing. Slinger, I mean, the clock keeps running down more, but 8 minutes is still a lot of time. I should say 8 3/4 left in this game.
2nd down and 11. Zortman under center. Going to hand it off to the left side. Has a couple man, makes a couple man miss. He's got room to run, and he's got out of bounds. Big run that time from Brady Hunt. And that really swings it still right back to Homestead's side, Matt Peck.
Huge run that time. It gets him exactly to the 50.
27 yards to midfield. First down, Homestead.
First down, Highlanders. Couple big runs from Ryland Miller and Brady Hunt. And Connor Pangallo put the Highlanders at midfield here with under 8.5 minutes left to go. Another thing to keep in mind, with Homestead running, dominant running offense, the time will tick a lot more faster when they run the ball. And hand it off up the middle to Pangallo. And Pangallo gets about 8 yards on the carry. Keep in mind, this is just a little, in case you missed it earlier, this was a 21-0 game early on, and now Slinger has really fought back. 14 unanswered. That onside kick, Bill Jacqueline playing with chess, put him within one possession, but now a 2nd down and 2 from the Slinger 42. Gotta be a really good sign for Drake Zortman that their offense is starting to click again.
Yeah, it's a really good sign going forward, especially. But now Homestead, like I said, they need to go down and get a touchdown here.
Gonna hand it off. And that's gonna be enough for our first down that time to Brady Hunt. Gain of about 5 on the play. And if you're Slinger, I mean, you gotta start piling more guys up there up front. Gotta try not to get tricked like the broadcasters are.
There you go. That's a good reference. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
I gotta ask you too. Have you gotten tricked with the binoculars too?
Yes, Badger week 2. Speaking of Slinger, we had him on against Badger week 2. Same thing. First couple plays of the game, I'm like, who had the ball? And then I kind of like settled in finally, but it was like, hey, first.
Zortman going to hand it off to Pangallo. Pangallo's got room to run. He's got one man to beat. Connor Pangallo inside the 5. Just short of a touchdown for Homestead. Connor Pangallo picking up right where he left off in that first half. And he comes alive when it matters, Matt Peck.
Wait, we got an injured player. I thought that maybe there was a penalty at first. But no, there's an injured.
No. I think it's a hold.
Oh, no.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow. Here we go.
A huge holding penalty.
That's not a good sign here, ladies and gentlemen. In a high school game, I just saw a fan whip the finger at the field.
Ooh.
I mean.
That could cause an ejection, possibly.
Yeah.
If they see it, but it's a holding penalty. Sending a guy on the field, and now it's going to set up first and about 13 or 14 here. Or I'll just say 15. Talk about a swing right there. That was a huge run from Pangallo, but he did get a really wide open lane and a couple bad blocks right there. A holding call that costed him a 1st and 15. Zortman going to hand it off. Brady Hunt on the carry. He's only going to get about 2 to 3 yards on the carry.
Yeah,
and I think
it's a killer for Homestead there to get that penalty, but you know, like I said, we're under 7 minutes remaining now. They just got to take that ball slowly down the field if you're them. At Slinger, you got to try to get the defense off the field and possibly go down and tie this game.
2nd down and 11. Those penalties, I mean, if Slinger somehow finds a way to win this game, a lot of it, Drake Zortman's going to have to come back and look at those penalties, Matt Peck. Going to hand it off. Quarterback keeper, and he's going to get stuffed. A big stop that time by number 10, Mason McGuire. And here we go. The momentum, I mean, it was all on Homestead's side until that holding penalty happened, and now the biggest play once again for the Slinger defense, Matt Peck, on a 3rd and 11. I might expect a pass here from Drake Zortman to go with his QB1, Lee Zortman.
Yeah, I mean, I think you. Personally, in my opinion, I think you're going to see a pass here, but there's going to be under 6 minutes remaining, and Homestead, you're going to have to look to your defense now, possibly if you don't get this, and say, hey, we need you to stop Slinger on this game-winning potential drive. Not game-winning, but game-tying. That's what I meant to say.
Zortman goes under center. And handed out to Pangallo. Pangallo's got room to run again. Connor Pangallo cutting to the outside and picks up the first down. A huge first down for Connor Pangallo. He gains 14 and just enough, Matt Peck. You talk about a hero of the night, that's Connor Pangallo for Homestead. When the momentum with the penalties shifts to Slinger's side, when in doubt, you trust in Connor Pangallo, your running back.
Here's the thing. I was going to bring up last year's game, but if I remember correctly, Homestead had the lead late, and Slinger got a touchdown. They went for 2 to win the game. They got it. So if they would have came to that, I think they would have done the same thing 2 years in a row. If
Homestead could get the touchdown here, this could be it.
Yeah.
5 minutes left here to go in the game. A 1st and 10, a fresh set of downs.
Even a field goal here would be huge, considering the time is under 5 minutes now.
Gonna hand it off. Brady Hunt cutting to the left side. Hunt has room to run, and he gets tripped up and saves a touchdown right there. Ethan Plummer. He's been all over the place for Bill Jacqueline's defense tonight, keeping him in this one. The clock does stop. I think he did go out of bounds, so gain about 9. 2nd down and 1. No, they're gonna. Yeah, it looks like they're gonna move the chains and give him a first down.
I kind of figured that.
Yeah, I thought he got enough. Yeah, and the clock's going to roll now.
That's what I thought, too. I thought he got a first down.
Yep, the clock's starting to roll now with under 40 left to go. A touchdown could put the game away, but never say never with how the way Slinger has been playing here in the second half. They've been going to Pangallo all night long.
Slinger's defense going to look for a turnover here, in my opinion, in the red zone. That's what they need to try to punch that ball out.
Pangallo gets the carry. And Pangallo comes just shy of the goal line.
And another first down.
Yeah, 1st and goal now. A couple yards away from punching it back up to 2 possessions, Matt Peck.
That would be huge for this Homestead team if they punch it in. And Homestead taking their time here, too, in the huddle.
Yeah, still all 3 timeouts remaining for Slinger, but Homestead only needs 2 more yards to get for a touchdown here. Ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned for the Nacenville Dairy postgame show. I will be going down to the field and interviewing our Zaleski Sports Highlight House player of the game. Zortman will go under center. He'll hand it off to number 7.
Let's see.
I think he's short.
Yeah, he didn't quite get in there. You know,
Blake Wickman was the guy he went to.
Honestly, though, for Homestead, it's not the worst thing in the world because you take more time off then. So a lot of people I heard the gas for what he didn't get in, but yeah, it takes more time off. You're only at the 1 yard line. You just got to push it up the middle a couple more times. And at worst, I know they don't kick a lot of field goals, Homestead, but at worst, maybe on 4th down, push it through. So you got basically 3 more chances to push it, and that's going to be a timeout probably by Slinger.
Yeah, Bill Jacqueline will call a timeout now.
He knows what.
Bill Jacqueline, got to brave him out tonight, huh? He's in shorts and short sleeves tonight in this weather.
Are you serious?
Yeah. So the first timeout charged by Slinger, and the ball is on the 1 yard line. All the Slinger or Homestead Highlanders have to do is punch it in with 1 yard, and they're looking in really good shape from there to be 8-0 with the 6-0 conference record. But I think if there's one thing we've learned tonight so far, the Slinger Owls have never said die tonight.
No, they haven't, and you can see on our screen, Slinger's talking it over here on this 2nd down and goal. Just keep in mind, only 3 minutes and 1 second left. Bill Jacklin called his first time out of the half.
All you have to do here, though, if you're Homestead, is just punch it in with a run, QB sneak, right? That's all you have to do. But I'm sure Bill Jacklin is going to try to be ready for that. Try to push some guys over,
Take a look at what's in the sky.
Oh, yeah, full moon. Oh, close to full moon. Perfect view here. The temperature's dropped. I had to put my hoodie back on up here in the press box.
And people should say, what is he doing taking it off in the first place in October?
It was hot up here at first at the beginning of the game, but now I had to put it back on.
I just saw a man walking on the moon, by the way.
So now they're lining up. It almost looks like they're going tush push formation here.
Well, that's illegal in high school, so they got to do something else.
QB sneak.
Yeah.
No, they're going to hand it off. Oh, he didn't get in. No,
really?
Yeah, you just got it. I think that extra effort, right?
At the end, he got in.
The ball just has to cross the plane, right?
Wait.
Blake Wickman, touchdown, Homestead. And that could be the dagger. But I'm not going to say so yet.
Yeah,
Blake Wickman with a huge touchdown there to put the Highlanders up by 2 possessions with under 3 minutes after to go. It looked like at first, like you were saying, I mean, the effort just didn't look fully there. So now Klink will come out for the extra point. 3 for 3 on extra points today. Yeah, this game's still not over yet. I mean, this is far.
If Slinger comes down and scores really, really fast, you're looking at yourselves at something very interesting.
Gonna have to be an all-passing drive, though. Snap is good. The hold is good. The kick is up. And that one's good. 4 for 4 extra points for Sam Klink and a 2-yard rushing touchdown from Blake Wickman. It's a 28-14 lead in the Homestead Highlanders with all the momentum back on their side, trying to taste the victory here. And one defensive stop away from standing alone at the top of the conference heading into the final week of the regular season. We'll be right back here on Zaleski Sports.
Get more sales, more customers, more employees, more community support. Let Zaleski Sports help you today. Our advertising rates are less than what you have in your pocket now. People just like you watching this broadcast are your next customer or team member. Plus, you'll have the satisfaction of making sure that our light continues to shine on these student athletes. Use the phone in your hand. Email us now.
Long and sustained drive by the Slinger Owls. The Homestead Highlanders leads to a 2-yard rushing touchdown by Blake Wickman. Battling through all the penalties and everything, they're showing that they are legit still and want to remain undefeated here. Elijah Vinkstella alongside Matt Peck with you here in the Milwaukee area. 2 5-0 teams in the North Shore Conference. The Slinger Owls, the only team with 1 loss in this game, coming against Lake Geneva Badger, fighting back here in the second half. But Homestead says we're not going to die either, and we're going to keep that momentum and take it right back on our side. Let's see what Slinger has as a response. The return's going to come out to around the 25-yard line. I think if Slinger can get if Homestead can get 1 stop here, this one could be all she wrote.
I think so too. Homestead comes out and forces a 4-and-out because there's not going to be punting. With this so if they come out and get a 4-and-out, then yeah, I'd say icing on the cake. But if Slinger comes down and throws a bomb here on the first pass and it's 21-28, you're still not at the icing yet. So it'll be interesting to see what they do on this first play. Obviously, we kind of can predict what's probably going to happen.
The big boy almost had 12 guys on the field right there. 1st and 10. He's going to air it out on the first play. Has a man. The pass is almost intercepted. Was looking for Hendricks that time. Good coverage right there by Dominic Ganju. Second down and 10. I mean, that's the right idea, right? A little wheel route that time to try to get his running back Hendricks open. Kobe Hendricks has came alive here in the second half to cut the deficit to 1 possession. Second down and 10 with 2:45 left here to go in the game. 2 wide receivers on the left, 1 on the right, Ford looking to run. He's got a guy chasing him, has a man, and it's tipped and batted down by one of the stars on this defensive front for Homestead. That's Zach Clayman. And now 3rd down and 10. I think at some point here you got to start taking shots down the field. Still got 2 timeouts if you're Slinger.
Yeah, so now it's 3rd down and 10.
You've had 2 chances so far. I mean, it's not going to look any different here, right? You got to just keep going. Trips right, 1 on the left. And Ford's going to keep it himself. He's got a couple. Oh, and then wrapped around.
So 4th down now.
By his defender. That's number 57 on the tackle. Nicholas Benesh on the tackle. So 4th down and 6. 2:15 left to go. The clock continues to roll. Slinger not going to use any timeouts. I don't know why they're taking their time.
I think they know. Wait, the marker still says 3rd on the field.
Yeah, it's 4th down.
It's 4th down, yeah. I kind of figured, but I was just making sure that we didn't miss any.
So
4th and what?
4th and 6. Ford going to drop back to pass. Has pressure. Ford just going to chuck up a play. The pass is caught. A flag is down. It's a 1st down. I don't know who this flag is on, though. If it's on Slinger, this game is over.
Yeah. Let's see.
I think it's likely going to be a pass on interference on somebody here. No holding on the defense.
Oh!
Do you get to add that after the catch, too, or no?
I think so.
That's huge if you get that.
As crazy as it sounds.
Well, 1:48, the clock's going to continue to roll, and now they get the ball at their own 40, and a prayer was answered that time for Slinger as they keep going with the more penalties. Ford going to drop back the pass. That's pressure. And this Homestead recovers, and they're going to take the lead alone in the conference.
1 play later, it didn't end up mattering.
Number 57 on the strip sack that time. Nicholas Benesh. Benesh with the sack and the dagger for the for the Homestead Highlanders. I keep getting those mixed up.
We did this game 2 years ago on the radio. It was a thriller just like this one. Tonight it was a thriller as well. Glad to be part of this matchup once again. It's been a couple years. So we got officially a minute and a half remaining.
Ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned for the Nasonville Dairy postgame show. I will be going down at the end of this game once again to interview our Zaleski Sports Highlight House player of the game and probably the coach too. Gonna hand it off up the middle to Pangallo. You talk about a big dagger play right there from number 57, Nicholas Benesh. Their defensive front has been there all night, and he comes through when it matters most. I think a flag is down on the field right now. Oh, it's going to be on Homestead.
Yeah, they're moving back. It's going to be on Homestead.
What was it?
Holding against the offense.
Yeah, hold. Unsportsmanlike conduct, actually. And a lot of the Homestead fans have a lot to say about it. Whoa. You see this? Oh, they were like, there was something brewing down there for a sec.
Yeah, this wasn't Brookfield Central versus Menominee Falls over again, where we had 2 fans start yelling at each other, cussing at each other right in front of us in a basketball game last year.
1:22 left here to go.
First and what? Timeout.
I think they haven't changed it down yet. It should be first down though. Yeah, Head coach Drake Zortman trying to tell the refs that they got to change that. Talk about how big of a win this would be for Homestead. They got swept last year against these Slinger Owls. First in the regular season, a loss by 1, and a loss deficit by 3 in the level 3 sectionals semifinal. Zortman handed off to Pengallo. Pengallo has room to run. Pengallo, he's got one man to beat. He's just going to slide, and that is your official dagger, ladies and gentlemen. And Connor Pengallo has been the star of the show tonight, leading the 3 star-studded running backs for this offense for Homestead. 1 minute left here to go. Slinger's not going to call a timeout. And talk about a year this has been leading up to this week. They're about to be 8-0, 6-0 in conference. And Matt Peck, I'll wait till the official last snap is here to say it.
Raj, you're scaring me. You're scaring everybody.
These Homestead fans got to get ready for this call.
Oh, yeah.
And ladies and gentlemen, the Homestead Highlanders have clinched at least a share of the North Shore Conference next week. They improved to 8-0 and stand alone on top of the conference, with West Bend West awaiting next week for them. 28-14, the Highlanders hold on to knock off the Slinger Owls and get their revenge from getting swept last year. A big win for Drake Zortman. It might be the biggest win of his coaching career, and all these players as well. I'll be going down to the field to interview head coach Drake Zortman and one of our Highlight House player of the games. I think we're either going to get Dominic Pengallo or number 57, the guy who forced a fumble to end the game, Nicholas Benesh. We'll be right back here, ladies and gentlemen, for the Nasonville Dairy postgame show.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. Nasonville Dairy actually goes back to 1885. We are the oldest plant in Wood County. When our father brought us here in the early 1960s, we ran 7,500 pounds of milk a day. We now run 1.8 million pounds of milk a day. We buy dairy milk from 200 dairy farmers here in central Wisconsin, produce it, and ship it all over the world. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Pizza Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Freer, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflatiri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. This has allowed us to go to a lot of different countries. Our furthest accounts are now in China, Japan, Canada, Saudi Arabia. We do ship to Mexico, as well as a number of other places throughout the world. This is what we call Cheese Making 101. We tried to walk you through the cheese plant today, and we're in hopes that you see our people, what they're doing, and the amount of work that goes into producing the products that we hope you enjoy. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Pizza Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fir, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Cafetieri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
Back here on Zaleski Sports, we're waiting the Nasonville Dairy postgame show here any moment. Elijah Vangsalata down on the field. We're waiting the Nasonville Dairy postgame show as Homestead talks over their victory tonight. Let's get over some winning scores while we're at it from the area. 41-3, Muskego was up on Oconomowoc. 21-14, Arrowhead had the lead on Hamilton. Oak Creek up 10-0 on Bradford of Kenosha. 17-6, Pewaukee up on Kellam Moraine. 35-14, Mukwonago up on Waukesha West. 34-10, Lake Geneva Badger defeated Waterford. That's mainly all I got. 42-14, Burlington was up on West Tosha Central. So we'll wait for Elijah to get with coach and a player on the field. We got a lot of media here tonight, Journal Sentinel, WIAA 12, and Fox 6 News. So we'll see if we can get both the coach and the player, but most likely it could just be the player with all the media that we have here tonight, as it was pretty high anticipated game.
We're off air right now.
What? Shoulders broke. Double. Both of them.
We're live here for our Nasonville Dairy post-game show. We're joined right now by head coach Drake Zortman for the Homestead Highlanders. Coach, you guys came in. This was a highly anticipated game for both teams, 5-0 in conference. You guys last year came in, what was it, how much did it take for you guys to just rally off of last year and just try to bear with each other to get through the wins this time?
Well, this is 2025. It's not last year's team. That's this year's team. This year's team, they're self-motivated young men. They do a great job, and I absolutely love the camaraderie and the jive.
So next week you guys got West Bend West. 8-0 right now. The job's not finished for you guys. What's it going to take for you guys to get through a tough team and them next week?
Yeah, we're going to have to clean up the penalties, that's for sure, Elijah. Thankfully, we were able to overcome, get a few first downs after penalties. We didn't score a couple times because of the penalties, and that's on us. We got to be better.
All right, thank you for your time, Coach. Good luck the rest of the way. Could you get for an interview Connor Pengallo?
I can try if you could. Hey, Connor!
All right, we're joined right now by our Zaleski Sports Highlight House, or the camera's up there, yep. We're joined right now by our Highlight House player of the game, Connor Pengallo, running back. You went off tonight, and you led a really tough group of running backs tonight in your offense. Just talk about the way you guys battled through tonight and the resilience of your team coming back. The 8-0 season so far, just talk about the resilience of the team.
I think even though Slinger is a very good team, even though we went through a lot of adversity, I think we pushed each other as our teammates, getting up on each other, and then just making each other better and better. And I think that's how we won this game.
Talk about your running back core tonight, Rylan, Brady. Just talk about how you guys have really got it done and stuck together as a group to bear through with each other to knock off the reigning state champions.
Well, we just work together. We always know if one of us do something right, we all have to do the other. So we always push ourselves just to get better and better.
Next week, you guys got a tough opponent in West Bend West. They are only one game behind you guys. So, in order for you guys to win conference alone, you're gonna have to win next week. What's it gonna take for you guys on a player perspective to get that win through?
We're gonna play harder during practice and just keep getting better with all those penalties. We're gonna try to have none of those. Just keep getting better and better.
All right. So before I let you go, I'm gonna actually have you hold the mic. We do this fun thing for our Highlight House player of the game. You're gonna look at that camera up there, and then you're gonna say, "I'm Connor Pengallo, and I'm in the house." I'll count you down from.
And what?
I'm Connor Pengallo, and I'm in the house.
All right.
I'll count you down from 3, 2, 1. All right.
All right.
3, 2, 1.
I'm Connor Pengallo, and I'm in the house.
Perfect.
All right.
Thank you for your time, Connor.
Thank you.
Yeah. Oh. Good luck the rest of the way. All right, that'll do it, ladies and gentlemen. A 28-14 finish. The Slinger Owls fall to the Homestead Highlanders in a big thriller tonight here. Homestead, with a big statement heading 8-0 into West Bend West next week, they at least clinch a share of the conference. And if they win next week, they win a conference alone next week. So this will be it for us here on Zaleski Sports. Elijah Vinksalata and Matt Peck signing off here on Zaleski Sports. We will be tentatively monitoring our schedule, but we're likely going to be at Union Grove next week for an 8-0 matchup between the Union Grove Broncos and the Lake Geneva Badgers to decide who will win the conference alone in the Southern Lakes Conference. But that'll do it for us here. Big conference matchup here in the North Shore. Elijah Vinksalata and Matt Peck signing off here on Zaleski Sports.